Hello everyone and welcome back to another fantastic episode of Genshin Impact.
That sounds fun. Let's go check it out.
So, when I first logged on today, we'll address that first. When I first logged on today, Paimon said something about the people of the spring are hosting a something festival. So there's obviously an activity going on there. I think it's part of the pyrogism. I'm gonna say that weird, and it's not gonna be great. But the pyro thing event in the Natlan region.
Our bond is strong.
So we may have to check that out today. Not 100% sure if we're ready for that. But you're probably wondering why I'm so late, and that's because I had a burger earlier today, and it was so massive. I mean, it was great, and simply could not finish it. And not really a justifiable reason, but it's an excuse to show my giant plush hamburger. It's adorable. It's even got a face. And a little smile.
The criteria for certificate exams are straightforward enough. What it really comes down to is whether you are willing to put in the time.
So,
If you study and practice, then it's really not all that difficult.
truth be told, that's not, like I said, justification for the timing. It just, things happen. Anyway, hey Tejamus, welcome. Thanks for checking in. Zelda Elise, thanks for checking in as well. It looks like Tejamus has claimed that prestigious first position today once again. For those of you watching after the stream, I do want to remind you that we stream these videos live at twitch.tv/unexpectedlyrandom. We are here Monday through Saturday at some time in the evening Central Time. Make sure you follow us on Twitch to join the chaos, and we'll send you a notification when we finally get live. We also have a Facebook and Instagram, and while you're over there on Twitch, don't forget to check out our streaming schedule for the current lineup. Our Facebook and Instagram are the best places to stay up to date with any changes that may occur pertaining to the streaming schedule. And we have a TikTok and the social media platform formerly known as Twitter, if anybody still uses those and wants to check out the limited amount of content that I've actually managed to get posted over there. Otherwise, I think we're ready to get rolling today. We are looking for Mr. Dane, who is over here. Look at Mondstadt. Doesn't it just look gorgeous at night? That is super cool, actually. We're just gonna dodge these hilly guys. Zoom down here and talk to Dane, and then we'll switch over and check on our daily quests for today.
Dang, there you are. Did you see Master Jean?
I saw her, but purposely avoided her. As both the Lion Fang Knight and acting Grand Master, she naturally would have some reservations towards me. If I'm not careful, one day I may find myself becoming the object of one of her investigations. But back to the matter at hand. I defeated some of the Abyss forces, but wasn't able to gather any information. Did you have more success?
Naturally. The Traveler tells Dane what they learned from the spirit of Lupus Boreas.
I see.
Boreas.
Well then, we can more or less figure out where the first field tiller ended up.
Huh? Really? Just from the Lupus Boreas story?
That information combined with a more comprehensive analysis. For example, the old story you told me you heard in the cathedral.
The Tyrant's Final Fury.
Exactly. The strange story told to you by that young sister, long mistaken to be a curse rained down by a deceased tyrant.
The fireballs raining from the sky were probably missiles. The ancient people of Mondstadt wouldn't have seen the fireballs for what they were. Actually, Barbara's the deaconess. Hey, I'm gonna That's what I'm going to get hung up on here.
Ah, Paimon gets it. So the final fury was really just missiles fired from the field tiller after it ran from Wolvendom. After it was damaged in the fight with the Wolf of the North, it must have wandered into the ruins of Old Mondstadt and stayed there. Then, whenever anyone got close, pew, pew, boom! It would fire a ton of missiles at them, until one day, it finally broke down for good, and the fireballs stopped raining from the sky. Back then, the people of Mondstadt hadn't seen many ruin guards before, so they came to interpret it as the Tyrant's final fury.
It looks like we need to make a trip to Storm Terror's lair and comb the entire area.
No.
What do you mean?
I remember.
Huh? You mean...
Yes. I'm glad she remembers because I don't.
Oh, Paimon remembers too! We saw that abandoned ruin guard sitting atop the tower when we went there before. Can't forget something like that.
Yes, I can, and I did.
If the Arataki gang stirs
How
up
could
any
I
trouble,
forget?
I'll
Well,
drag every last one of them back to apologize.
40 years ago, there was a battle in Storm Terror's lair. But also, welcome, Deadlock. The battle with Storm Terror was a very rushed interaction because I had to get it completed so I could do event quests, and therefore it was kind of just hurry, get through this. Yeah, I don't think I want to go that way. It was just kind of a hurry, get through this, and get rolling kind of thing. So, we are going to Storm Terror's lair. We do that before our dailies. 1, 2, that one's really close. Those are, yeah, they're all close to fast travel points. We shall teleporta. The Statue of the Seven. You know about the ceiling? It tends to go over people's heads. That you are correct on. Ow. Well, that was kind of rude. Hello? Is this not breezy? Is this not supposed to take me up? That is a bit of a situation there. Let me just do some maneuvering here. Okay, and that, nice shot.
Just you wait.
That was real weird. Okay, stop. Nah. Let me down. There we go. Second floor. There's debris. I run up. Oh, that pile there. I see it now. But that's so much less fun than climbing up the side of the building and triggering a cutscene before I'm even up there.
Okay then, use your elemental sight to look for the eye.
What if I use my elemental sight and the eye looks for me? I don't see it.
So what did you see?
It's blank. It's blank. The dragon scroll is blank. You're guessing I haven't been on the roof of the tower yet. That is probably a good assessment.
Oh, but Paimon was so excited.
Both due
What's going on? Are you sure you did it right?
both due to the hurried nature of completing this area and yeah, mostly that.
This requires another method. Using elemental sight on a field tiller is of no use because it is not powered by the elements.
So much for the field part of its name. I mean, come on, misleading much?
Let me give it a try.
Oh, he's going to use mechanical sight. Or something evil.
And done.
Ruby! Nani ga ski? Like the next nation we visit. Is that Sumeru? I think. I remember the speeching in the game correctly. They gave him toes. Why did they give him toes? It was a weapon, and yet they gave him toes. Liyue? I think we're largely done with Liyue. I did things really, really out of order. It's a phenomenal nation, that's for sure. But because we had all of the Terror of the Ocean boss battle stuff, and then we fought with Child. Unrelated, Liyue and Sumeru are your favorites. So I imagine this thing would have normally been in here, based on the size and shape, and now we can install Minoru.
Wow! It's a...
Don't just leave us hanging, Paimon. Tell us what it is.
The very thing the Abyss Herald has been seeking all along. The eye of the first field tiller.
And now the Abyss Captain has it. Oh, wait. Spoiler alert? I don't know. I'm speculating that he's still working for the Abyss because of the reactions we've seen. But I don't actually know for sure.
All of the ruin guards today are just replicas of this machine. As the prototype, its combat capability was unrestricted.
Also, why did they put trees on it? It's like feet and trees.
prototype?
Prototype.
Oh, Paimon doesn't know that word. Is it another ancient term from Conria?
I'll learn later on. Yes, it's an ancient term from 2003 Conria.
As the Abyss Order has surmised, if this eye is placed in the hands of the defiled statue, and if the limbs of Osial, Overlord of the Vortex, are attached to the statue,
That's the guy.
there you have a mechanized god.
Osial, that we beat up in Liyue.
And this newly born god will have the power to topple the divine thrones of Celestia.
The Abyss Order must be stopped.
Yes.
Then, what should we do with this eye?
Put it under the guardianship of the Church of Favonius.
No. I'll guard it myself.
Dane, I don't trust you as far as I could throw you, and we're on a very tall tower, so I could throw you a very long way. And I still don't trust you.
Huh? You? Dane? You won't go and do anything crazy with it, will you?
Paimon, I think you've just hit the nail on the head.
You may doubt me if you wish, but I must ensure it does not fall into the wrong hands. No matter where
Still
we may
pretty sure.
hide it, they will find it. And as for the Church of Favonius, well, you know I don't trust them.
So we're supposed to just trust random guy that looks very much like a Fontaine syndicate person. Made most of that up, but
right.
But our work isn't done yet. To avoid any further repercussions, we must also take care of that defiled statue.
now there is one connection that we've heard from him that she hasn't heard from him because he said it in his own thoughts or the sidebar or the whatever, that Paimon and our traveler wasn't within earshot. He has interacted with our brother. So Aether, I think, is his IGN, but it seems like they traveled and or worked together, so at the very least there's that connection, but that doesn't necessarily make this guy any less evil. By doing what?
We can't have the church get involved. Let's handle it ourselves. As for what I mean by take care of it, naturally I mean to completely destroy it.
Destroy it? That's a statue of the Seven! As well as being a really important cultural relic, they're actually divine too!
Let's get Barbados out here and asking, what if he is my brother? Well, blonde hair, but it's a different. He's like strawberry blonde. I don't think it's close enough. He's also too tall. So unless Aether grew like 8 or 10 inches,
Well,
and
good
wears
thing you didn't
semi-normal
tell me
clothing.
earlier. Otherwise, she'd be going completely bonkers right now.
Do the Seven really expect me to help them look after what belongs to them? Let's go back to those ruins and destroy the inverted statue. If we are lucky, we will also run into that Abyss Herald.
Are you actually going to join us this time, Dane, or are you going to let us go in
I'll
and
make
do all the
sure it
work
doesn't
ourselves?
Get away this time.
Yeah, I believe you. Not see the quotation marks I'm making with my claw hands? It means I don't believe you. Hi there, Mr. Field Tiller. Rough day? Now here's a strange question. It just said teleport waypoint unlocked, but I literally teleported to the only teleport waypoint that I had nearby. Oh, never mind. I guess I can teleport here? Is this new? Is this old? This is the same one I was at before, wasn't it? Down by the breezy thing. Nope, this is new-esque. Confront Storm Terror. We need to do that again sometime. Because I don't actually have footage of the first battle on that. Let's get bonked by the wind. Whee! It lied to me. It didn't bonk me. And now I'm gonna end up somewhere I don't want to be. There's the bonk!
Again.
So something, the roof of the tower makes me want to go up there and find out what's on the roof of the tower that I might have missed previously. Oh look, there's just this convenient wind current here. I wonder what this is for. Hey look, there's the top of the tower up here. There are glowy blobs. I'm gonna lean towards the notion that I've probably already been up here, but this is a killer view. Not a lot. I mean, it really is a nice view. It gets us past all of the windy stuff. I love the environment in this game. And the cosmos. Okay, now we need to go back to the place. Yeah, I guess. Looks like I got the chest up there. You can see Natlan erupting in flames from there. Wait, is that a bad thing? I shouldn't glide after sprinting, because I'm gonna fall out of the sky like a blimp filled with hydrogen. Too soon? Only bad if you're in Natland. Well, the good news is we're not in Natland, so problem solved, I guess. Don't tell Nilu I said that. Alright, this is a hole in the rock. Kinda smoky in there. This is why you don't have campfires inside. Okay, we're gonna go do whatever this is. Recommended party level 46. What are the odds of me being 46? Slim. So you know what we do? Go for it anyway. Oh, I have a couple of 50s. I think I have the stuff to ascend. Yeah, I don't know what a ruined serpent is, but I definitely don't want to be fighting one right now. So we're gonna do it anyway. What's the worst thing that can happen, huh? I'm gonna save first because is there a saving? No, but there's mail. No. Once upon a time in Mondstadt. I don't know what that is, but it looks kind of delicious. Soft ribs. He looks soft ribs. Hey, I didn't mispronounce it right. Or wrong, but never realized how these lower world dungeons expect a lot out of your levels. Yeah, they do be rather demanding, that's for sure. Let's claim all of those. Then we'll go ahead and get out of here. And then we'll see what happens. Because yeah, if we die, we restart. No big deal. Yeah. As they say in the old country, YOLO. See? No harm done.
So after all that running around, we end up right back here again. Look at us. We barely escaped this place last time, and now we're strolling right back in. Gee, surely we must be some of the bravest adventurers in all of Teyvat. That or the stupidest. To get to that creepy statue, we just need to follow the path we used to escape last time. That should take us right to it. Yep, that'll work. Let's go, and remember to be on your guard.
Did Paimon forget that the entire pathway was collapsing the last time we escaped here? Most of your characters are level 40 minimum, because after that you have to fight a boss, and you're too lazy to be bothered with that. Literally same. We are We are currently on a... Whoa, I'm about to lose my microphone. Hold on. Stand by. This thing's gonna get moved around 8,700 times now because I kind of had it where I was liking it, and then I went and adjusted it, and now it's falling. I almost need a wrench because these knobs are strange. Okay. Microphone. Mic. Looks like a microphone to me. But yeah, the level 40 stuff. We're currently saving up stuff and things, and now what have I done? There are too many adapters on this thing. We're currently saving up all of our stuff to collect Hu Tao when her banner gets released again, because it's expensive to collect a particular character. And we have no map of this area. Oh, a Door of Resurrection. That's always good. And after the last event, what was that event? Springtime Charms, the annual event in Liyue. I forget what the event was. Lantern Rite, that's the word. Thank you, Door of Resurrection, for reminding my brain. The Lantern Rite event, she became kind of an important aspect of our team, and we didn't have her yet, so that's our goal. And I'm trying to get stuff set up preemptively to try and build her character up a little bit better, so she's battle ready, essentially, right after we collect her. I was hoping I could pop the bubble, and instead I fell down the hole. Oh, that was a rip. I would have been fine. I would have made it. Okay. Geronimo. There's nothing in these side. Yeah, bubble! Why did I... Why?
Stand with me.
Give me just a minute to recover from that. Oh, man.
This way.
That's not all I wanted. Okay, good enough. Hey, there is stuff in here. Presumably stuff I missed last time. Ah, the bubble! Whoa, it did not let me flutter. I'm in trouble. There's a box over there too, but I can't get it. Going this way. No, it lied! The ledge lied to me! Well, at least I get another chance at the treasure. There's no treasure here. Going this way. I don't see any treasure. Going this way. I got the treasure. Watch out for the bubble, because it's got a vendetta. Okay, and go. Oh. Yeah, we're right here. Like, not even a problem. The Door of Resurrection? Where is this mystical Door of Resurrection? Hi. Hi there. Hi, how are you? Also, why does falling
Looks
in the
like we're here.
Why does falling in the hole hurt all of my characters? There's only one character that fell in the hole.
An eerie, lifeless, dark chamber. I understand the evil aura you were describing earlier.
Well, it's about time.
Oh, such a scary place.
Be careful to not be overwhelmed by the power of the defiled statue. The Abyss Herald. It's here.
Spooky.
You sense correctly.
No, mostly it's just because you smell funny, Abyss Herald.
You are just as vexatious as ever, Dainsliff, enemy of the Abyss.
Oh, okay. I'm less concerned that he's working for the Abyss now.
I sense your soul is stained by terrible bloodshed, perhaps from your darkest nightmares, unless...
One of these things is not like the others. Also, what's going on here? Okay.
Oh,
Bloodstain.
and something far more dangerous. You reek of a corruption familiar to me.
Okay, so maybe it was Dane that we were smelling, not the Abyss Herald.
Then we are the same. We're both dangerous. But dangers from outside of the Abyss Order must be caught and caged.
I was trying to think of something witty to respond to that with, but I'm glad he didn't have anything better to say either. Makes me feel better about not coming up with something.
It is your words that forever reek of corruption.
So he doesn't brush his teeth. I hate it when people's words reek of corruption. And that is the best way to point out to someone that their breath stinks. Sir, I'm sorry, but your words really reek of corruption. Yes. May have to use that. Because they're not going to have a clue. They're going to be like, what? And you're going to be like, yeah. And they're going to be like, what? And you're going to be like, yeah.
Time to silence you.
Ooh, now that, my friends, is a screenshot-worthy moment. Did you know if you press the Windows key and print screen, it takes a screenshot and saves it? Rather than just pressing print screen, it when it just copies that screen to your clipboard. Fun story. I'm gonna fight the Herald. You know what? I should probably do this first, and then I should do this first, and then I need to do this first, and then I need to stack this up. No, wrong one. There we go. Nilu. Okay.
Our bond is strong. Get to work.
Coming through.
Okay, not you. Not you. Get out. Ow. Oh, apparently I damaged him enough. Denied! Notice how it was us that was actually doing the fighting. Counter denied. Oh, now we got a twist.
Prince.
Hey! Could that be?
That's Aether.
Lumine.
Hiya. Let's get out of here. It's too dangerous. I finally found you.
Wait! He just blocked an attack against the Abyss Herald.
Yeah, that's kind of weird, but now you know why I was always the favorite.
Your brother? And the Abyss?
He puts the Abyss in Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Lumine. Why are you with Dane?
What?
Uh-huh.
Why are you asking me about something that doesn't matter?
Your brother knows Dane?
Apparently.
Aether. We meet again.
Ether? What? Why do you have to spell it that way and then pronounce it like that? That's uncool.
What's going on here? Dane knows him too?
You shouldn't team up with this man.
Well, I'm not really teaming up with him. It's just kind of a consequence of trying to destroy the Abyss Order, the one that you're protecting.
He is my enemy.
Well, you're also teamed up with my enemy. My own worst enemy. There's a song in there, but I forgot the lyrics.
Aether.
Either. Growl. Stop saying things that don't make sense.
But it must be said. Don't try to stop me.
Yeah, you're corrupted.
Don't try to stop the Abyss.
I'm gonna destroy the Abyss.
That man Dainsliff was the Twilight Sword, one of the royal guards of the final dynasty of Conria. 500 years ago, he failed to prevent the destruction of Conria.
It's Conria. You gotta use the ah. It's not Conria. It's like something unpleasant. Oh man, I've got a case of Conria. It's Conria.
A curse of immortality was laid upon him, to forever wander the wilderness, while he watched the people he was supposed to protect turn into the monsters of the Abyss.
So, I have questions. I have so many questions.
You're saying Dane is from Conria? The same Conria that was destroyed 500 years ago?
Conria.
And you said the people turned into monsters? You're trying to tell Paimon that the Abyss Order is not only related to Conria, but is actually the people of Conria themselves?
You know, that kind of tracks, truth be told.
And the whole thing about Dane being your enemy... Paimon's so confused.
You can tell me all this later. Let's go home.
Home. Yes, of course. Home is wherever we are together.
His scarf's kind of cool.
But I cannot go with you to the next world to find a new home. At least, not yet. Until the Abyss has engulfed the thrones, my war with destiny will see no end. Listen to me, Lumine.
That's not my name.
I have already traveled through this world once. Once you reach the end of your journey as I did, you will see for yourself the true nature of this world.
No.
So we'll meet again. Though we need not rush, sister. I have more than enough time to wait for you. We have always had enough time.
At least give me a hug or something. Swoop. Well, Dane's gone, so that problem's solved, I guess.
They left. Oh, don't be too sad. We'll find them again. Look on the bright side. At least we got some really useful information.
Paimon, go back to being emergency food.
Really? You sure? At least now, as well as the 7, Dane is also a key part of finding your sibling too, right?
Inazuma, that's where we're going next, not Sumeru. Sorry. I was incorrect on that one. Yeah, that's right, because Raiden is the next leader of the country. I don't know. She's the shogun, I mean, but it's, yeah. There's more to that story. Once we get to Inazuma, we should keep that in mind as we look for more clues.
That's right! By the way, what they said just now is all pretty confusing. Did you understand it at all?
I was too focused on my brother to really listen carefully.
Oh, well then, let's go over it again.
Let's recap, Paimon. The Traveler and
First off,
Paimon
that Abyss Herald called your brother Prince.
recalls as much as they can remember.
It seems like your brother is leading the Abyss Order. Even the Abyss Herald answers to him. Still, we don't know for sure if he's the highest ranking leader in the organization.
Prince Ali, greater is he, Ali Ababa. Strength of 10 regular men. I also don't know all of that.
Also, your brother
lyrics.
said that he wants to engulf the thrones and go to war with destiny. What the heck does that mean? Could
Well-
it be he wants to destroy the 7 and the 7 nations?
Or he's got a military girlfriend named Destiny. One of the two.
Next thing, turns out the Abyss Order monsters are really what the people of Conria turned into after their nation was destroyed.
Conria.
This story is just plain terrifying. And Dane is from Conria too. He witnessed its destruction 500 years ago. But he didn't turn into a monster. And now he's fighting the Abyss Order.
That one I'll allow. 'Cause Dane is from Conria.
So that's why your brother said that Dane is his enemy, right?
And also, he took the eye of the first field tiller with him and is probably going to be an issue.
But if the monsters of the Abyss are the same people that Dane protected all those years ago, then
Failed.
why is he
Failed
enemies
to
with
protect.
the Abyss Order now?
Failed to protect all those years ago.
Also, how come after all this time we've spent searching for your brother, it turns out he's on the side of the Abyss? What's up with that?
Thinking about it over and over will solve nothing.
Yeah, you're right. Then we can't let ourselves get down about it now. Our journey's not over yet. Let's get a move on. Time to leave this terrible dark place and get back to the surface where the sun shines bright.
Are we going to take care of the statue first? Because it would be kind of a shame to leave with Dane having the thing that could turn everything into whatever that thing does.
If your brother wants you to reach the end of your journey, show him what you're made of.
Well, that sounds incredibly ominous.
Come on, traveler. Let's go.
Lumine, once you reach the end of your journey, I'll be there waiting for you. I'll be there for you. Wow, that completed that challenge. Bonk. Bonk. Oh, man. Yes, I made it. really, really think we should probably do something about this, ghost. Hey, there's a box. Ooh, a halberd. Wonder if it can fly. There's like a whole place in this cave. Also, strange take, but what if all of these domains that we enter and explore aren't actually like physical places, but they are like pocket dimensions, like the teapot. And that's why some of the doorways don't look like actual doorways, they're just like a crack in the wall. Oh, that's who I need. I can do this. Because I have the power of flight. Ah, there's a ceiling. Unacceptable. Taking away my ability to jump. There's stuff I want to explore, though. You give me this whole world of exploration, and then you don't let me explore it. Okay, so naturally, we're going up here.
Like smoke.
And just as naturally, we're not going anywhere. The bubbles are gone. You know, I don't generally stay in the domain like this after completing it. But this one was kind of neat. Welcome, Karu. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for checking in. A forg. That's not a forg, that's a lizard. Okay, so, quests, I guess. Letter from the people of the Springs beckons you and Paimon to a special party hosted by Mualani. It's time to take the stage. We've got dailies to do first. Interlude Chapter Act 2. Yeah, Deidremus was number 1. Da-da-da. He was almost number 1 before I ever got the stream started. Zooming super fast. There's a lot of things that need to be done before we do the things that we need to be done. But first we're going to do these. Because the dailies are important. Alright. Go to Kooky. Heal the Kooky. Oh, actually, I could talk to the statue. Hey. Have some Geoculus. And, I guess I already healed. Okay, down we go. Or back up, I guess. A box. We need to do this too so we can get that fishing rod, but first we're going down. Yep. Okay, we're gonna start with the Abyss Mage. Oh, what? How did I get that wrong?
Our bond is strong. I'll settle this. Right here, please. Dissipate. Suffer the wrath of Easley. Ha!
Okay. That was, weird. No, look at that. The viewpoint. All right. Yeah, we're gonna zoom over here to the Wongshu Inn. Wongshu. Is this another the bridge is broken and needs fixed quest? Because he does that a lot. Yump. Oh hey, that was ineffective.
I'm tired already.
Understandable, you just jumped off a building and grabbed onto a tree, so it's reasonable to expect you to be tired. Hello, pupper. Ver Golde. Oh, it's the chef guy. What is your dilemma? Humph. He's got some nerves scrounging off me all this time. What are you doing? I'm cooking for someone who doesn't deserve it, that's what. Unbelievable. He whiles his way away his time doing whatever he pleases and doesn't even offer to help at the end. He spends most of his day fishing, but I've never seen him catch more than a couple of tiddlers. Presumably, those are tiny little fish. If it wasn't for me, he'd starve to death. What's the use in complaining? So much for being smiley. He can't hear me. Even if he could, he'd act like he hadn't. You've got nothing better to do. You can grab me a couple of extra ingredients. I'm running low here. I don't need much, just some Joyun chili and one lotus head. We'll do it. Okay. Bring them back here as soon as you find them. I want to get this done and dusted. Here they are. I happen to have both of those. They're not the freshest, but that'll do. Wait here. When the food's ready, I'll get you to take it over to him. Don't look so hard done by. I'm not making you do this for free. You'll get what you deserve. You'll get what you deserve. Don't you worry. All right, it's ready. Take this over to Mr. Doesn't know how lucky he is. Wow. You did a good job there, Smiley. That's a nice burger. His name is Zhang Shui. He'll be fishing down by the water. You can't miss him. No way, it's Zhang Shui! Alright. Oh, just like over there. Cool. Meow.
Howdy.
Hiya.
Straight on in.
Nah, I don't want to. Geronimo. Dihua Marsh. I'm here to drop off your food. Hello? Is it me you're looking for? I know those are lyrics to a song. I don't know what song or any of the rest of the lyrics, but that is perfect. This is from Smiley Yan Xiao. Aha! I was wondering what that delicious smell was coming from. He's a really talented chef, you know. Thanks for bringing this. And make sure you thank him profusely for me when you get back. You still here? It's probably best that you get back. When you keep him waiting, he tends to throw one of his temper tantrums. Why does he cook for you? We're friends. We've known each other a very long time. I, went to Dihua Marsh once to do a bad thing, but something I had to do. This is the only place in the whole of Liyue where they let me stay, and the chef here makes sure I'm fed. I won't elaborate further. It's a long story, and you probably have better things to do with your time. Better let you go. That chef is not the patient type. Tell me more! He killed a man in the marsh. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So, what the dog's doing? Get it? Because they're food dogs. I didn't know it makes a blooping sound when she throws eats Papa. Wait, is that the sound of Sitlalin blooping on the ground? It might be. It seems incredibly intentionally placed, and yet I haven't got a clue what's going on here. Okay, I could walk back up there, or I could teleport. I'll give you 3 guesses to try and figure out which one I'm gonna do. Did you deliver the food? Yes, and he said to make sure I thank me profusely. Please, spare that charade. Number of times I've heard those words these last few years drives me mad. Thanking me profusely seems to be his only other pastime aside from fishing. Tell you what, how about you pack all that in, stop wasting time, and come earn your keep at the end? There's no use in me venting that to you. Here's your reward, you've earned it. Unlike some people. Now, you can get back to living your life. Okay. What's on the list? The next thing for us to do? Ooh, something at the base of Wuwang Hill. Ooh, protect the ley line monolith. I can probably do that. I don't know if I will, but I'll give it a try at least. Whee! Splat. Alright, let's get Kooky out here and get healed back up before we start this endeavor. Okay. Go. There we go.
Get to work.
Go. There we go.
Coming through.
Unacceptable.
Stand with me. Show no mercy.
Here, dance with the waves. Dissipate. Lolly, he's Papa. Get him. Coming through. Press delivery.
Get off my monolith.
Lightning terrified.
I saved it. Yeah, okay. What is what is next on the buttons? One of these buttons. That's the button. Straight to the heart. It's close by. I knew that. Oh, it's this one. Okay. Gonna need some Seathlali for this. Right, and
Return to the skies.
going up. Okay. Go ahead and heal my kooky back up.
Just let me know if you ever find yourself in a pinch. I can help you out.
Okay, do we remember where this one goes? I think it's up there. Okay.
Fulfill our pact.
Sorry, I had to get the flaming flower while it was available. Yeah, not even interested. Going up. I win. Okay, so we can hey, look, friends. You want to be my friend. Bump, bump. Bump. I didn't read either of those. I probably should have. Okay. Now we need to go claim our adventure rank stuff. Path through the storm. Ooh, we need to go do teapot stuff too. There's so many things to do. First, we're going here. I'm gonna go to the toy shop because they're not gonna have my Hu Tao Rattan doll yet, but I'm holding out hope. Might be mostly copium, but I have faith. Granny, where's my rattan doll? You're bringing me sadness instead of happiness, Granny.
Let me tell you. Should I save this?
Ad Astra Abyssos.
Yay.
Ad Astra Abyss. Thank you for
No. We need Agnidius Agate. Interlude chapter. Okay. Yeah. We'll go ahead and do this one, I guess. Fatui from Shniznaya.
Are you okay? Paimon never imagined your brother would have sided with the Abyss.
I still can't accept it.
Well, keep your chin up. Paimon believes in both of you. And when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Right?
There must be more to this than meets the eye.
He said we needed to reach the end of our journey. Paimon bets he still has lots more to tell us. And we won't find out what this journey is or where it will end unless we keep going.
Thank you.
Don't mention it, partner. Travel buddies are supposed to look out for one another. Although, where should we go next? If we want to continue with the journey...
I still need to find that god.
Oh, you mean the god that took your brother away in the first place?
Yeah.
You're right. After all, everything that followed, all this confusion, it all started with her.
I need to teach her a lesson she won't forget.
Ooh, Paimon supports that idea. Just the thought of it's so satisfying. Well, we've ruled out two gods so far, the Animo and Geo Archons. So, next...
Let's go to Inazuma.
Paimon doesn't think we can simply walk into Inazuma. Zhongli said it was a closed nation. We'll have to find some other way in.
One does not simply walk into Inazuma. Vague references that I only know very little about. It's tons of fun, though. Also,
Why don't we ask someone from Inazuma how to gain entrance?
why? 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 Oh. That's good. Oh, phew. That was scary for a moment there. Thought my stuff was freezing up. Is it broken? Things are broken. There. Wow. Interesting. So it was just a crooked, I guess. I'm sure there's someone we've met.
Oh, Paimon spotted someone already! Atsuko in Lea Harbor! She's from Inazuma!
I don't remember who that
Let's see what
is.
she has to say.
Chapter 2, Prologue. Three, 34075. That is an oddly specific number of Mora. There's a chicken up there that keeps chittering in my ears. Is she on a boat? She's on a boat, isn't she? Nope, she's in the harbor. The harbor. Because it sounds kind of like that old Hopper commercial from Dish Network. I'm running, and I'm running, and then we're running some more, and then I'm getting tired, and so I'm walking. Or, I mean, she's not really walking, it's almost more prancing. There's walking. Which is very much less prancing-like. Oh, so this is not the right button. This is sprinting. There we go. Now I understand. Hello.
Oh. Hello. Oh, I mean good fortune, right? I'm still learning to talk like a local.
Eats Papa was still there because the shield was still going on.
Is there anything I can help you with?
We wanted to ask, how do we get into Inazuma?
You don't. Anything else?
Oh, so that's why you're here. Well, there is a way.
Is it with the help of somebody named Will? Because as they say, when there's a will, there's a way.
Great! We came to the right person!
But the chance of success is incredibly small.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Huh. Incredibly small? Then how did you get out of Inazuma in the first place?
Because it's called in Azuma, not out Azuma. They don't care if you leave.
It was in leaving Inazuma that I found out just how dangerous this method truly was.
Oh, maybe that's the case.
All I had to rely on was
Out
a little wooden
Azuma.
raft that I'd put together myself. There was a storm raging ahead of me, and my pursuers were close on my tail.
Suddenly, raft simulator?
After I'd escaped their clutches, I floated on the open ocean for I don't know how many days. My rations and fresh water supply soon ran out, and I remember getting to the point where I was sure I'd reached the end. Then, I blacked out. But, to my surprise, my journey didn't end there. Or to put it another way, a new beginning found me.
Was it Beto?
Ah, that's right. I escaped by the skin of my teeth. The fact that I'm even alive to tell the tale Must be a sign that the gods were watching over me.
After that long floating alone on the open ocean with very limited rations, your teeth probably had some pretty thick skin. Remember, your words reek with the stench of corruption.
What a
Reek of
horrible
corruption.
journey.
Don't need stench in
And you
there.
set off knowing how dangerous it was? Why?
Danger, danger, danger.
Well, because everything is just too restrictive over there. The atmosphere is so stifling. The Kanjo Commission subjects everyone leaving or entering the nation to a protracted approval process, and I felt like I didn't belong there.
Kanjo Commission? What's that?
They look at people and they say, Kanjogo? Kanjoste? Just manipulating words at this point.
Along with the other two commissions, they oversee everything in Inazuma. We usually collectively refer to them as the Tri-Commission. I suppose they're equivalent to the 8 trades under the Liyue Chising. One of the obligations of the Kanjo Commission is to conduct rigorous identity checks on all individuals leaving or entering Inazuma. All non-nationals are processed centrally on Rito upon arrival.
Rito mentioned?
Meanwhile, the Tenryo Commission is responsible for implementing the
Tenryo.
recently promulgated Vision Hunt Decree.
Ah,
They act like the executive arm of the Raiden Shogun's rule. Loyal, yet unfeeling.
because they're rounding up all of the people, vision holders, and stripping them of their
It
visions.
doesn't feel good to speak ill of my home like this. But after spending so long under that oppressive atmosphere, I begin to lose all hope for the future.
Yeah, look, there's a cat. He's significantly less thick than the cats in the Zone Zero.
What I mean to say is, unless you have an extremely compelling reason to go to Inazuma, you should abandon your plans of trying to get there.
There are answers to questions I must know there.
You should know that the sea around Inazuma is engulfed in a perpetual tempest of wind and rain. Supposing you survived that, you would still need to get past the samurai guards that enforce the Sakoku Decree, the closed nation policy of
Sakoku?
Inazuma.
Ah,
And even if you did manage to find a way, you'd still have to produce the necessary documentation at the Rito Center for processing Outlanders. Otherwise, you'd be kicked out immediately.
well, at least they wouldn't imprison me or something.
Seems like they really don't want anyone setting foot in Inazuma, huh?
But they have Rito.
They only set that up as a port to guarantee a supply of goods and information to the island. Most Outlanders would be unable to acquire the documentation needed.
So I just need to smuggle myself on board a good ship.
But if you really are set on going, there is one thing you could try.
I'm listening.
The raft idea sounds a little on the dangerous side. Plus, Paimon would definitely get seasick.
Literally float, Paimon. This is why the emergency food should not be handling our negotiations.
That's not what I meant. You could ask someone from the Crux Fleet if they have some way of getting you to Inazuma. They're well known in Liyue.
Well, there's the crux of the matter.
Voyaging far and wide has made them a well-traveled group with a wide range of experiences. They may just know how to break through the storm.
You're right. Paimon's sure Beto of all people will be able to get us there. Her crew is super strong.
Beto!
Paimon wonders if she'll be willing to take the risk.
Absolute.
The Alcor is the flagship of the Crux Fleet. I heard that it's currently anchored by Guyun's Stone Forest on a supply run. This might be your best chance.
Guyun.
Then there's no time to lose. Let's go find Captain Beto.
That's not what your text says, Paimon. Try again. Good news. I have a fast travel point over here, so I don't have to swim so far. There's a whole lot of stuff. in this area that I really just got this, so I had a teleport point. Oh, look! A big boat. Well, you're going up there, eh? Well, enjoy your adventure, because I'm not following you. Suddenly, I guess we're swimming. Could you imagine having your massive boat parked over here and this person just jumps off the cliff and swims out to you? It's like, hey, you want to take me to the nation that doesn't want me to be there? That should be all right, right? No problems? Everybody happy? I hope I can stand on one of their paddles, because I'm gonna run out of stamina. Phew. That was quite the swim.
Fulfill our pact!
I wonder what's going on up there.
I'm on your boat.
Waves are as calm as always.
You arrive on board the ship, and the angry man got angry at me. You're the traveler? What are you doing here? I'm looking for Beto. Looking for the captain? Does she look like she's someone you can just come looking for as you please? Choose, chief mate. We're gonna have a discussion with you. Oi, someone get over here. Tie this stowaway up and feed him to the fishies. Dude, you can't stand there and act all tough and then tell somebody to feed someone to the fishies. It's not allowed. All right. What's all the ruckus? This troublemaker snuck in here. Said they're looking for... Well, they're up to no good, I'll wager. And I thought I would just deal with this for Beto. All right, stop scaring people, any old how, or Captain Beto will scold you upside down. All right, off you go, cool your head. Now then, traveler, what business might you have with the captain? I'd like to go to Inazuma. You want to go to Inazuma? By ship? You'd best see the captain herself about this. She's on board right now. But it seems she's been deep in thought recently. Keep your eyes open and try not to disturb her. I got it. We've also been anchored here for quite a while due to her orders, which has led to quite a few delays. If you're willing, why don't you try go around the ship and see who needs help? Fine. When will we finally be able to go into the city? Yeah, it's you. So you really are going around the ship helping people. Well, I got a job for you. We just pulled into shore, so we haven't had time to restock on food. Out on the open sea for so long, eating dried meat every day, it eats away at one's heart. It's not every day we're near port, so we best get some fresh food. If you're fine with it, it'd be great if you could bring us some fowl or raw meat. So eager. Okay, I'll leave it to you. I want to eat something different now that we have the chance. Fowl or raw meat? Done. I'm not gonna do that. I so want to give him fish just to see his response. Wow, this is great. We can grill a lot of skewers of meat with this. Well, hi, Beto. Didn't realize you were already here.
Oh, if it isn't the traveler in Paimon.
Hiya. Who's that next to you? They look familiar.
I knew you guys would come.
Paimon? What a fascinating being. You two give off not only the essence of wind and earth, but also of... yes, the stars.
So that's a guy.
Huh? The fragrance of what now? That's the weirdest compliment Paimon's ever heard.
Pay it no heed. I mean only to say I am certain that it is by fate, not chance alone, that we should meet. And that gives our encounter meaning.
And this must be your bard for hire?
This young man is Kaidahara Kazuha, a temporary addition to my crew for reasons I won't bore you with. Occasionally, he opens his mouth and flowers come out instead of words.
It's like Bruce Almighty when he's in the cafe and he's got the soup and you forgot to give me a spoon.
With this fine ship and the soft sea breeze, would it not be romantically irresponsible of me not to acknowledge it with a line or two of poetry?
Fun fact, romantic languages aren't identified as being romantic languages because they're ooh lovey-dovey. It's actually because they have a Roman base. Now you know. Like English is a romantic language because it's comes from a Roman character set, whereas something like Japanese is not a romantic language because it's not of a Roman character set. It has nothing to do with French just being adorable or something, you know? In the moment I was trying to come up with some small amount of French words that I remember, but about the best I've got is pomme, which is apple, and I can also do potato, which is pomme de terre, I believe, which literally translates to earth apple, and woof, which is a hilarious way of saying egg. That's about the extent of my on-the-spot French knowledge. Congratulations, I am pseudo-linguo.
No, I can't argue with that. Okay then. Once the clash is underway, I'll give you a chance to perform.
Only if the mood takes me, of course. Poetry for poetry's sake tends to lack meaning.
Hey, you don't want to pass this opportunity up too easily, especially seeing as our great hero here might be in attendance.
Oh, wait a minute. What's the clash? Also, just to clarify, by great hero, do you mean...
They're not talking about you, Paimon. Go back to being emergency food, thank you.
Huh? I thought you might be here to sign up. You're telling me you've never even heard of it?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
The Crux Clash is a martial arts tournament that I hold. There'll be a whole bunch of folks taking part to showcase their talents. There are two important rules. 1, competitors must be renowned fighters. We want those with real martial arts ability, not just people taking part for the fun of it.
So, are you saying you want me to beat people up? Because I can beat people up. I'm pretty good at that. You know? It's actually one of my specialties. Beating people up.
So, you've got nothing to worry about there? I don't think there's anyone out there who hasn't heard of you.
Hey, she does want me to beat people up.
2, you can't take part if you've got a vision. Otherwise, things get a little one-sided.
I don't have a vision, but I have elemental vision.
You must be feeling confident, but you might want to watch out. There are a few crouching tigers and hidden dragons lurking around in Liyue.
Right.
And with Liyue's savior taking part in the tournament, now that's gonna turn a few heads. I think we can expect a healthy turnout this time.
Does the winner get an all expenses paid trip into Inazuma? Because if that's the case, count me in.
But we didn't come here to take part in a martial arts tournament.
Well, before you dismiss the idea completely, you might be interested to hear that the prize this time round is particularly sought after.
You got my attention.
Get this. It's a masterless vision.
Hey, now we know why people without visions can't participate. Is that similar to Masterless Stardust? Wait, isn't that Star Glitter? Isn't that... It's Masterless something. One of the things you get for wishing for people.
Supplied by myself, as a matter of fact. If the tournament champion can reawaken that vision, it belongs to them.
If not, they lose.
Is there really such thing as a masterless vision?
Stardust. Masterless Stardust, I think. Why doesn't it have a master?
When a vision bearer dies, the light in their vision will fade away. But the shell that housed that light remains. As for whether this shell has any practical application, well, this remains to be seen. But my intuition tells me that while it remains in the world, it may just be possible for someone else to inherit it.
Yep, and the way I see it, a vision is a badge of recognition from the gods. So if anyone's able to rekindle it, it's gotta be an individual of exceptional strength and talent. Organizing the clash is my way of uncovering hidden talents. And hopefully this time, getting a vision to glow again.
There's a possibility that if this has any significant bearing on the outcome or of the events going forward, I may have to look up my choices as to what type of vision my vision's going to visionize.
So if you don't have a vision, this is the perfect opportunity to get your hands on one of your very own.
No. Be honest, I'm not interested. A vision is of no use to me.
Yeah, we're interested in getting to Inazuma, not fighting in some tournament.
Inazuma? You want to go there?
Yes. For the same reason that I don't need a vision.
Well, why didn't you say so? Inazuma? No sweat.
Win the tournament and I'll take you there.
In that case, if you win the tournament, I'll give you a choice. Masterless Vision, or a ticket to Inazuma aboard the Alcor. Up to you.
That was easy.
You just want her to take part in your tournament.
Yes.
What's wrong with that? The more talent we have, the better the tournament will be. I couldn't let a competitor like you fall through the net.
Beto's kind of fun.
What are we gonna do? Looks like we pretty much have to do this tournament if we want to get to Inazuma, huh?
And on top of that, we have to win.
Great. Then let's get you signed up. Head to the tournament arena in Guyun Stone Forest. Kazuha and I will be over soon.
It seems like it will only be a matter of time before the answer is revealed.
All right. Yay! One step closer to adding Hu Tao to our team. I'm fine. Achievements. Earn the chance to go to Inazuma. See, I was gonna question whether that was accurate or not, but it probably is because I've earned the chance. I just, there's something shiny up here. Also,
The sound of the ocean waves.
look at these ballistas. I mean, that thing's gonna take multiple people just to load the bolt into it. You better have it on a rope or something so they can pull it back in. It does look like it's anchored. Or at least it has the ability to be anchored.
The sound of the ocean waves.
What in the world do those symbols really
Yay! I'm stealing your food. Oof. Well, this is gonna be a problem. Well, this isn't gonna get me there.
I'm tired already.
There was a cave over there. Yeah, see the purple thing on the ground? Okay, time to go. There's also those guys all over the place here. Hey, I got a crab. Sun crab. Ocean crab. Star conch. Did I already do the annoying 4 Ruin Guard battle here? Probably not. This is an area that I also ran through quickly because we had the fight with Osile, and then it dumped me out here on these islands, and I thought, I may need to teleport back here, and so I ran quickly to the closest teleport location, which was a domain entrance, and then I ran away. I generally avoid Ruin Guards because I don't like them. They freak me out for some reason. Mostly because they're big, strong, and scary. But, yeah. I'm sure we'll end up getting to it eventually. My fellow disciple and I trained in the martial arts from childhood. Our quest... They get tougher. Yeah, that's something I'm not looking forward to. Our quest was to fight the forces of evil and protect all that is sacred in this world. But this was no easy task without the aid of a vision. We too sought refuge here to train ourselves further and to seek the visions that we desire. We erected this monument in testament to our endeavors. Touch the monument. Yes. Reach the target location within 120 seconds. Alright, I can do.
Take me up.
Nice work, Seat Lolly. We got this. Easy. Easy with the power of Seat Lolly.
I'm tired already.
Boom. You failed. You failed me. I didn't know it was a multi-part quest.
Before we sign up,
But now that my fellow disciple has obtained his vision, instead of battling against monsters, he asks me, are monsters truly evil by nature? So I replied to him, they wreak havoc all across the world, and innocent people are the ones who must suffer the consequences. Is that so insufficiently evil that you should stay your blade? I do believe an excess of meditation has fried his brain. Well, I still intend to take on these monsters, even if it means doing so without him, even if it means doing without a vision. Leave for now. I got a box.
Vader said that they had to be renowned fighters. Who will we be up against?
Wanted to get out of there so I could hear Paimon's dialogue about the fighters. I'm gonna touch the monument. Hi. I got frozen. Little Mac, Ryu, and Kazuha. My pronunciation on that last one was probably dreadful. Bro, I don't have any fire to melt you.
Out of my way! Our bond is strong. Positions. All eyes on me.
I need you to die. There we go. Do you mind not charging away from me? I'm kind of in a time crunch here. Damage output seems really low. That is probably an accurate assessment because my attachments, features, skills, tools, whatever they are not real high level. Hey, I successfully did. Oh, where's my box? It's here in the middle. Cool. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's accurate that my damage is low.
This'll do.
Plus, I'm still stuck on the whole not really knowing how 90% of the mechanics of this game work. So that's a lot of it. Because realistically, if I'd use something water elemental against that Mitachurl, it probably, or I think it's a Mitachurl, the big guy with the shield, it would have done a lot more better damage. And if I compared that with, or coupled that with maybe a swirl or some other elemental reaction, it would have helped as well, to my understanding. But I have my set of characters that I enjoy running, and I've found that with these four, I can create basically an impenetrable shield as far as my health is concerned. And then it's just a matter of whittling people down until I finally get them destroyed.
I'll drag every
It may
last
be
one
slow,
of them back
but
to apologize.
in most cases it works. It's instances like that where it's a time-sensitive thing. It can make things a little bit dicey, but all in all, it's effective so far. Monsters are the bane of all that is worth living for in our world. Those of us who are skilled with the blade are duty-bound to hunt them out of existence. Monsters are evil. They deserve nothing more than the merciless slaughter they will get. I'm gonna leave for now. We have competitors to size up. Genio! Hello.
Hey, youngster. Are you here for the Crux Clash too?
Yes.
If so, seems I found myself another new adversary.
Wait. Listen to him. And think... this guy. I had to do the representation because I'm struggling to come up with his name. His name's not Grandson. Wow. It's one of my favorite shows, too. Zuko! There it is! His voice actor sounds a lot like Zuko. When it comes to your accessories, 5 stars are the ones you should invest the most resources in because they have the highest stats and level caps. 4 stars are both weaker than 5 stars and can't level up as high. Makes sense. I mean... don't know if it translates to weapons, but you didn't care.
So you're also here for the tournament?
I'll pull up my accessories. A lot of it's probably just the generic whatever it added when I click the auto add. So it'd be whatever's the best that I had on hand at the time for that character. Mostly to get the menu cleared.
You better believe it. I wouldn't be here if I didn't think I could walk away as a champion.
He does sound vaguely like Zuko, though, from Avatar: The Last Airbender.
For me, obtaining a vision is the final and most important piece in the puzzle that is my life.
Do you want to be a hero? I have a song about that. It's not even a parody. It just hasn't been recorded yet.
No. It's not about what I want to do. This is about who I want to be. I am looking to become a perfect person.
You're not going to be able to awaken vision, even if you get there.
I know how that sounds, but let me explain. I've lived a successful life so far, without any setbacks.
Which is exactly why the vision is not going to awaken for you.
I've passed every exam
That's not
I've
how this
taken,
works.
enjoyed numerous successful business ventures, and seemed to get on with just about everyone socially.
I don't like you. Ha! Ruined your plan for your life. Got him.
In most people's eyes, I am already the very embodiment of the perfect person. Though, of course, I'd never let the praise get to my head. I know I haven't reached perfection yet, because there's one thing I'm still missing.
You don't know what all the characters need to perform their best. For a long time, you learned that Chi-Chi heals, so they became your main. On top of that, with certain gear set, you can turn her heals into an area attack damage, essentially making them immortal. That is that sounds kind of like what I've done here with Kuki. A lot of my characters, I decided I wanted the character when they were either introduced or when we got to run through the trial run on them. And then from there, I'm like, okay, I'll try and make these as strong as I can in order to use the character on my team. Like Kuki and Nilu, I think fell into kind of both those categories. And Seatlali, that was a fun one with her demon possessed pillow that she floats around on. But they as far as their actual attacks and stuff, I've gotten Kuki up to the point with her I don't know what each attack's considered, but her like charged attack, her control button attack, that it allows me to heal my entire team at any given place at the sacrifice of a temporary reduction in Kuki's health. It also gives me a certain amount of shielding and also at the same time does AoE damage around me. And so and you've seen that, I'm sure, a couple of times here, where I'll just like take a moment and cycle through that control attack, because one, it'll never fully deplete Kuki's health, and two, it restores more than the quantity of health that it takes away in order to activate it. So it's a free healing system, and it's phenomenal. You want to use a lot of different characters, but you can't because the enemies are too strong, and you have to actually level up and grind stuff out. That is a good point. They generally say with building characters that you've got to basically pick one character that you actually want to build and just focus on saving all of your stuff for them. That's part of the reason at this point we're holding out on a lot of our materials and also our wish stuff as well, because I want to try and build Hu Tao, both simply because of wanting to add her to the team. I've already got her alternate outfit because it was really cool from that event, and she's a really strong DPS, but it does take some learning how to fight with her, because she performs better once you really need the Staff of Homa for her, and you really need it leveled up, which is going to be painful to get to, unlocked, leveled up, not just materials, where you have to have multiple copies of the weapon to get there, because at some point she does significantly more damage when her health is lower, when she has the Staff of Homa at a certain ascension level, I guess is what they call it in this game. And her ascension level has to be a certain high or a certain point too, which isn't necessarily duplicates of the character. That is constellation stuff on hers, and all kinds of so much stuff to keep track of. But I've been trying to kind of preemptively. You don't like having low health? No, thank you. That's fair. It, like I said, it's definitely something that'll take some learning and a lot of dying, I'm sure, to figure out. But it sounds like once you get her established and get the right support characters for her, she's a phenomenal build, and she does insane amounts of damage. So in order to do that, we're kind of preemptively building her character with the supplies on hand, and then once she becomes available, we're gonna lock her in and get her set up, and then see where that changes the team, because Kirara, she's on the team because she's an adorable cat person. I don't remember what her specific, for lack of a better term, breed is, but she is part cat and part not cat. Exactly, breed. She is Neko. She's on there exclusively for her healing and shielding characteristics, as well as being able to get the overgrow stat, because she is a dendro type. I frequently switch her out with Lan Yan, who is an animo typing, but she can produce swirl, and she has some significant defensive buffs or defensive stuff, shielding and that sort of thing, that kind of helps us stay strong, and reduces the amount of damage we take. But otherwise, the other three are kind of my damage dealers. I started off with Yanfei kind of as my primary, kind of picked her out at the start, and then they started releasing all these other characters, and I learned that you can't always use a fire type character and expect it to do well, especially against 90% of the hilly churls that are fire elementals. It just doesn't work. So that's when things started to kind of expand out from there. But yeah, I still haven't got the slightest clue what's going on. I pretty much walk into a situation and then hack and slash my way through it, hope that it works. And as long as there's not a timer on it, it generally does. Unless they're just way overpowered, and then I get totally mauled and I go to the internet and I'm like, why is this broken? So, granted, I'm sure it would help too if I accepted some of the random requests for people to join the world and did a whatever multiplayer sort of thing. But honestly, I've heard enough stories of people joining random worlds and then stealing resources, which is weird and also not cool. And so that is part of the reason why I watch those banners show up, and then I just kind of laugh at them and then move them along on their way. But yeah, yeah. I mean, you're welcome to share your build if you want. You're already in the process. Nice. Use Bennett Pyro, Kazuya Animo, Raiden Shogun, Electro, and Tainari Dendro. And see, like that, you've got 4 different elements, and so you get there's a bonus, I believe, that you get for having 4 separate ones, and there's also bonuses depending on how you have them grouped. If you have like 2 or 3 of the same element on a team, and I looked at that and I thought, this is probably important. And then I went on about my day just trying to keep a group of different elements, because it feels like I get the most elemental reactions by having 4 separate ones, because then like my pyro can react with electro, just kind of looking at your setup there. Pyro can react with electro and overcharge, and then if I've got Animo in there, I can pop into that one and hit him with a swirl, given different effects that way. And then Dendro, I don't know what all Dendro does, because again, I use it less for the attacks and more for the shielding. But Dendro, I'm sure has I think it's Overgrow. If it interacts with water, I'm not sure if it has an elemental reaction with anything else. But yeah, that's kind of the skewed mentality, I guess, in my brain when I go into fights and stuff on here. And it's not great, and definitely not min-maxing at all. It's mostly just, hey, these characters are fun and or cute and or entertaining, or they have a particular skill set that is useful for making the other characters able to stay on the team, and then kind of roll with it. I do have one preset team though of just archers, because I've run into several tasks that show up that need kind of a distance thing, and I'm like, just use an archer. And so I was wanting to do like a full team. I wish the teams were more than 4. Like if there's 8 elements, I want 8 people that I can put on a team. And then I'm going to have like a team of just pure archers, and it's going to be 1 archer from every element. And then I can just pop in there and, you got ads. Well, we'll continue that thought in a minute. Jinyo is still missing one thing.
A vision.
A vision. Well, if you would have had a vision all this time, then maybe you wouldn't be so pompous.
You have so much self-confidence.
Do you have tournament experience?
That's not important. I have a contact in the Crux fleet who was happy to vouch for me. So they very kindly made special arrangements on my behalf.
So he's completely useless, he's entirely pompous, and he's gonna get his butt beat in a heartbeat. Literally in half a heartbeat. He's gonna get so destroyed. I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna laugh, and then I'm gonna resurrect him, and I'm gonna laugh again. And then I'm gonna throw my hamburger at him. Not really. My hamburger's adorable. He doesn't deserve my hamburger.
I've also brought along a bit of an entourage for moral support. It's such a blessing, really, to have so many good friends in my neighborhood.
Not a single one actually cares about you. Welcome back from the ad. So yeah, I forgot where my brain was going on that one. But favorite is Dendro and Hydro to create Overgrow and then blow up the Dendro hearts with Pyro. yeah, that sounds like it's a pretty effective one. But all in all, it's a fun process, and eventually, maybe probably by the time we get to the end of the journey, I'll figure out what the what's actually going on and how to actually play the game. But until then, it's mostly just hack and slash. It's extremely powerful. Sadly, with your setup, you only get to use it in areas with water. I gotcha. See, that's good opportunity to bring a Nilu in. So you've got a hydro on hands. But that very well could throw off the rest of your layout as well.
Of course, I also put in a few good days' practice, concentrating mostly on rare and esoteric styles of Kung Fu. As a high achiever by nature, I'm confident I've done enough to guarantee my victory in this tournament.
This guy is so pompous, I want to beat him up here now.
Ha! You don't mince your words, do you? The arena will be the judge.
The arena shall judge you harshly.
Now then, if you don't mind, I need to finish my pre-competition routine.
What, gotta brush your hair?
It's not too long now before you'll get to see me in action.
I do not like him. Also, is it raining or did I step in a puddle? I must have stepped in a puddle. Hello, Uncle Yoon.
Hello! Are you here to compete in the Crux Clash?
You bet I am. Have you put your names down yet?
I just wanted to take a look around first.
Well, I'd have a look at the entrance criteria if I were you. Then allow just anyone to take part.
Don't worry, Uncle Yoon. I'm a little more than just anyone.
The Clash is a comprehensive test of fighting ability. Anyone who turns up for show over skill is gonna get their butt handed to them.
I quite literally helped the Liu Chising fight off Osile, and Osile's wife. That was weird.
Nobody wants to see that, right?
Nobody did, but we had no choice. Oh, you're talking about your thing. Oh, I see.
Yeah, we heard a rule about that. So, Paimon's wondering, are you a renowned fighter?
Me? Only a former runner-up in the Chihu Rock Freestyle Combat Summit. Oh yeah.
Runner-up.
Also, that doesn't sound like the most official tournament out there.
What? You... Nonsense. Have you been living under a rock? It's been going on for years. There were plenty of competitors when I took part.
So, like 2?
Not to mention, I've helped the Millilith catch treasure hoarders before. There were 2 of them trying to escape. I soon sorted them out.
He caught 2 treasure hoarders, guys. It's so intimidating. All the treasure hoarders. Whatever will we do? Yeah.
They tried to sneak past me under the cover of darkness. They didn't know what hit them.
See this face? This is me right now listening to his story. Not impressed at all. But nice try, Uncle Yoon.
I planted a left hook on the skinnier one's face and sent him flying. Then, the big guy pulled out a knife.
That's not a knife. This is a knife. This is a hamburger.
I stood my ground, of course. A roundhouse kick sent the blade hurtling into a beam above us.
Sounds, impressive.
I told you. Unarmed, outnumbered 2 to 1, but I still got the upper hand.
We killed a dragon.
I'm not saying I came out completely unscathed, of course, but the fact remains that I did manage to subdue the both of them, and hand them over to the Millilith. I received quite the commendation. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, anyone that ends their sandwich, anyone that ends their sentences, not their sandwiches, with "oh yeah," is definitely an expert, well-known, renowned fighter.
Uh-huh. But for us, even 4 or 5 treasure hoarders at a time is all in a day's work.
Thank you, Paimon.
Mm-hmm. Alright, we're gonna keep looking around.
I'll see you in the arena, but I don't plan on losing to a pair of children anytime soon.
That's good, because Paimon won't be participating. Alright, let's go find out who else is... Is this a treasure hoarder? Chai!
Hi there. Are you here for the Crux Clash too?
That's right. Nothing beats real-life combat for honing your skills. That's what our master taught us. But this tournament is more than just a chance to put training into practice. It's also a chance for us to obtain the masterless vision.
Exactly. With a vision, we'd quickly become our master's top students.
So, they're not renowned either.
This master of yours must be pretty incredible, huh? Are they someone famous?
Famous? He's the founder of the Lingshan clan, and his skills are unparalleled. Liang and I are both proud disciples of his.
Yeah, it doesn't ring a bell.
You probably wouldn't have heard of it. It was founded quite recently. The clan is nowhere near as famous as the master himself anyway. He's got to be a grand master or something. He's created many different styles of kung fu, and countless other clans have borrowed extensively from him. To the Lingshan clan, he teaches a special technique known as force dispersal.
Force dispersal?
It's a type of breathing exercise where you can train yourself to harness the energy around you and neutralize attacks without moving an inch.
I can't wait to destroy all these people. It ends poorly.
For example, our master can use it to alter the path of an attacking fist, or change the direction of an incoming stone, all without breaking a sweat.
One time, he sent a challenger flying into the air without lifting a finger.
Is that really possible?
It sure is, but it's extremely difficult to cultivate this ability. We've been training for ages and we're still getting to grips with the very basics. There's no way we could use it proficiently yet.
Well, that's a shame.
We're clearly not that naturally gifted, or we would have at least gotten the gist by now. If we don't start making progress soon, we'll probably run out of money to pay the tuition fees and still have nothing to show for all our training.
So, they don't have a chance at all.
There's a tuition fee?
Of course! This is a grand master we're talking about here. He doesn't have time to waste. If you want face-to-face training, you've got to show you're sincere about it.
But here we are, having trained under him directly all this time without even a hint of improvement. Master is getting increasingly impatient with us.
Seems like a scam.
Recently, though, we heard that a vision bearer joined the Guhua clan and made pretty much instant progress in their training.
I know him.
So, if we can get our hands on a vision too, maybe we can finally make our master proud.
Maybe other reasons why you can't seem to master this technique.
Well, we have to try something new. Otherwise, we're stuck in the same situation.
Exactly. It can't hurt to try. And if it turns out it does work, the Lingshan clan will go down in history. Folks will come from far and wide. Heck, we could even become the dominant martial arts clan in all of Liyue.
Well, I think you're right on one thing. The clan will go down. I don't think it's probably getting history.
See you in the arena.
Yeah, probably.
So, to recap, we're up against an inflated ego, some gullible guys paying way too much for their kung fu classes, and another guy who's just really average. Seems like you've got a pretty good chance of winning this thing.
Alright.
Let's go sign up.
Guess we're signing up.
Chinksa Village arm wrestling champion, huh? All right, you're signed up.
She's like, when is somebody that's actually good going to show up?
Next, please. What's your name?
Hi. I'm Elise.
Wait, aren't you?
Hey. I think our renown has got here before us.
Did I hear that right?
Yes. Yes, you did.
Is it really them?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Huh? Aren't they a vision bearer, though? Why are they trying to enter the clash?
Spoken like a person missing one eye. Your vision's reduced. Is that why? That's so terrible. But also accurate for potential pirates. Like classic
I
pirate.
have to ask, aren't you the traveler that helped Liyue fight off that ancient god?
Correct.
It's really her!
Yes. Yes, it is.
The one that spoke with Lady Kuching at the rite of parting.
Mm-hmm. And ask her to help me put up some wanted flyers.
Oh, I wonder if I can get her autograph later.
Sorry, not signing any autographs today. But thank you, though. I appreciate the support.
I trust you are aware that only those without visions can enter the tournament?
I don't have vision. He's currently fighting with the Avengers.
Really? But from what I've heard, the things you're capable of in combat are nothing short of extraordinary. You walk into the most dangerous situations imaginable, face off against all sorts of monsters, even the Fatui, and always come out on top.
It's about 60% luck, 10% skill, and whatever the rest of percent is, pure winging it, which I guess also falls under luck. So it's like 99.5% luck, and the rest of it's skill.
Yep, she still doesn't have a vision.
30% a well-cooked meal. Yep, that's a good one. And some McDonald's pies. That's also an important contributing factor.
My apologies. I didn't mean to be rude. I'm sure a great hero like yourself would have no reason to lie. Now, could I ask you to provide a few claims to fame?
Which one should I provide? I can't think of one. I guess I'm not qualified for this contest after all. That's so surprising.
It's just a formality for you, of course, but I have to make a record of competitors' achievements as part of the sign-up process.
I love it. I love it. I killed a dragon. I killed him? I thought he was just sleeping. I befriended a dragon, yep, and made him less angry and turned into a tiny, adorable version. And there's our Saurian friend, the Kinski, is what we named him. I think it was Kinski. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure it was. I named a horse that in Zelda too, I believe. I'm not certain. I named a horse Midnight. That's a whole different thing. I watched a dragon fake their death. Yes. And fail at everything commerce related.
So far, I've got defeated the ancient god Osial, so that's one. Do you have any others?
Ooh. Also, that's kind of an intense potential thumbnail. Thank you. A Fatui Harbinger. Is that Child, or is that the other lady that ran off from the... It's got to be the lady, because this is all Mondstadt-related things. Because Dvalin is Mondstadt, and Knights of Favonius. I'm gonna be honest, I wanted to do this because this seems significant, but the fact that I saved a dragon, I saved him. And not only a dragon, the dragon. That seems significant.
Yeah, put that down. And also, defeated the Fatui Harbinger Child.
Okay. You don't really need to write down on the forum that I beat up a child. That seems contrary to the current point.
Whoa.
Look at her face. She looks super smug right now. Not Paimon, but the traveler. Yes.
Might as well declare her the champion already.
I mean, if you want. She's still...
I wonder if it's too late to withdraw.
So much for Beto's plan of bringing in all kinds of competitors with us involved.
Okay, that's plenty. Actually, this is the most dazzling track record I've ever seen.
You know, its
But
gear's
I'm
kind of
really
weak. I mean, as expected of a child, I suppose. Hard for them to carry around strong gear.
Right, your registration is complete. Now, a brief word about the prize.
I've already spoken to the administrator of this event.
A great hero such as yourself can surely only be here for one thing. To win the tournament and claim the grand prize, namely, a vision.
He tied to the Pyro Whopper flower. Whopper, 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 double, triple, making Whopper, flame good days with all the toppers. I rule, I rule, I rule this day. That's the only thing that comes to mind when I hear anything about Whopper flowers. Whopper, 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 Whopper.
Oh, we're not here for that. We're here because Captain Beto promised to take us to Inazuma if we win the tournament.
Not even interested in the vision.
There's another prize, too? Oh, first I've heard of it.
Not a chance. And also, you're not getting it. Do I always have that sandwich on standby? No, actually, this sandwich just showed up today because it's adorable and fluffy. It also has a face. There's a face there. And I thought it'd be hilarious to get a plush hamburger, and so now it's here for today's stream. I don't know that it'll stay here long term. I'll run out of space on my desk, I'm sure, but it was cute, so I had to have it. And sometimes it's very relevant to the current discussion. And we are unexpectedly random after all.
Beto must have upped the stakes this time to attract top talent.
So a trip to Inazuma is considered a more desirable prize than a potential vision.
But why would anyone want to go somewhere as dangerous as Inazuma?
Thanks for pointing that out.
I see. So, I take it you discussed your terms with Beto in advance, then?
Everyone's misunderstanding the situation.
Well, nobody expected you to sign up to a tournament like this. I can hardly believe it myself, to be honest.
You're upset, but not mad.
Anyway, the qualifying rounds are about to begin. I'll leave you to your preparation.
I have to qualify? After all of that, I still have to qualify?
Hey, so Paimon's thinking about that whole no vision bearers rule in this tournament. Even though you don't have a vision, most people in Teyvat think that you can't manipulate the elements without one.
Haha. Got him.
So Paimon thinks you probably shouldn't use your elemental abilities during the tournament. You know, just to avoid any misunderstandings.
Now you listen here, Paimon. I'm not gonna have you putting an unnecessary handicap on me just so I can't win this thing. I thought it was your idea to come out here and participate in this here tournament.
In any case, looking at the competition, it should still be pretty easy for you to win, even without using any elements, right?
Wait, am I gonna actually have to fight this as the Traveler and only as the Traveler, or do I get to take my standard team in there and beat them up with my elements just like normal? And then they'll be like, oh wow, it's so cool that you didn't use any elemental reactions in order to do this. Because it kind of, battles sort of kind of rely on me using that.
Alright, it's showtime! You got this!
That doesn't inspire much for confidence.
You seem like you're raring to go. Are you ready to compete?
No.
Good. Then please follow me into the arena.
I'm so not. So very not. These are neat flowers, though. What kind of flowers are those? Yay!
Seen by many as the favorite to win this tournament. Her first bout begins now.
And
You? You're the hero they're talking about?
oh, it's this guy.
How am I supposed to win now?
Level 75 Aster. Oh, this is almost perfect Jinyo. Got him on the ropes. Haha, he fell over.
What a strange guy. Why was he so confident to begin with?
Destroyed.
Now that we've won, let's go and see Beto. She'll probably have something to say to us.
Wait, what? Huh? What? There is so much that I missed. Did I black out for a minute there? It wouldn't be the first time, I guess. But did I? What? Didn't she just say that was the qualifying round? Didn't even talk to her. Did I win by that much? It's just I don't. My sword wasn't even sharp. I want this butterfly. It's been floating around here, and I want it. Mine. Hi.
I knew I wouldn't regret introducing you as the favorite. So, what do you think, Kazuha?
I gave him tetanus.
Totally dominated that guy and did it with style, too.
That's not usually something you want put on display. What?
Impressive. But I also observed our favorite exercise some restraint, as if to protect the opponent from serious harm.
I didn't think we were here to kill him, but the tetanus will get him later.
Well, I fought my fair share of battles, both big and small. And I say, after the show she put on just now, she's more than convinced me of her ability.
Do I get division too? Harehara Kazuha, that's the guy you use. He is pretty cool. I like his shoulder pads.
So come on. We all know you've got a wide vocabulary in there. Can't you spare a word or two to congratulate our up-and-coming champion?
All right. Let me think how to aptly phrase
he's
these words
he's
of
the animal.
praise.
You never noticed he has them. Well, just one, so maybe you've only seen him from the right side. Also, how does it stay in place?
You fought well.
Thank you, Kazuha.
All right then. I was thinking your inner poet might want to join in the fun, but I guess I shouldn't put you on the spot like that. You know, a lot of competitors came to me saying how surprised they were that Liyue's hero was entering the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
And since you signed up, we've had many others do the same, with more than a few top-tier fighters among them. I'm sure lots of them are here to find out how they stack up against you.
Didn't know I was so popular.
Well, since everyone sees you as the one to beat, I figure I should start treating you that way too.
Don't beat me up, Beto. I just want to ride to Inazuma.
For one thing, we don't want you wasting all your energy in the early rounds fighting people who are well below your level. Not to mention, you must be itching to fight someone in your league too, right?
Not really. And Paimon made me take away my elemental stuff, and that makes it difficult to fight.
So, I'm putting you straight through to the semifinals.
That doesn't seem fair.
Huh? But we only just started the qualifiers. Seems like a crazy system if we just skip straight to the semifinals.
Yeah. I wanted to beat up more people. Wait, did I say that out loud?
This is how Captain Beto works. You won't persuade her otherwise. Besides, at your level, you would have made it to the semifinals anyway.
But they don't know. And then I have to have like several bye weeks.
To be fair, Paimon was thinking that too.
Wait, can I use my
All
elemental
right,
stuff
I'm
now?
gonna watch some more of the tournament. If there's any potential contenders for you out there, I want to know who they are and what they're about.
After a long wait, your opponent in the semifinal is finally decided.
We're finally here, folks. The real show is about to begin.
I'm gonna get hurt, aren't they?
The captain seems to have high hopes for this tournament. I
Semifinals.
have not seen her so excited in quite some time.
That means there's 4 competitors left? Because semifinals would be 2 and 2, and then you go to the finals.
Your opponent has fought many rounds to get to the semifinals. This
3?
makes him a seasoned warrior. You may well be stronger than him, but this should not give you cause to lower your guard.
I haven't forgotten why I'm here.
Very well. Show me that you are ready to push through the storm that lies ahead.
Just 3. Is that, metaphorical?
All right, that's enough chit-chat for now. The audience is waiting. Go find the crew member that signed you up. She'll take you into the arena.
Do I really need an escort? It's... Oh man, I'm already here. I found another butterfly.
Your opponent in the semifinals is new to the Crux Clash, but he has quickly become the dark horse of the tournament. I do not doubt your abilities, but I would suggest that you make sure you are fully prepared before you begin.
Do I need to eat a pie first?
Relax. My girl's at the top of her game. She ain't gonna lose.
This is hilarious because of what I just did before the battle. Getting a few butterflies over
Don't
here.
worry. Take some time to compose yourself.
No, I literally I'm just... What? What?
The moment
What?
we've been waiting for. The semifinals have begun. Who's it gonna be this time? The hero or the dark horse?
I don't care about the prize. You're a strong opponent. That's what I'm here for.
Enjoy tetanus. Ow. No. No. I'm here to give you tetanus. I don't need your tetanus. Keep it to yourself. Haha! You open yourself up to large amounts of damage when you do that. Bye! Yeah, yeah. Nope. Haha!
I'm sweating all over. It's a good feeling.
Gross.
Congratulations. I was beaten by the best. I need to train harder.
You fought very well yourself.
Right. For a moment there, Paimon was a little worried.
I'm on.
If you had a vision, you'd definitely be one of the strongest around.
I wanted a vision once, when I was a kid. People said that if you're strong enough, you'll have your chance to get one.
Is this glowing orb the result of me using my Seatlolly attack before we warped into the cutscene? Because otherwise this guy's cheating and he's got a vision.
But mine never came. I lost interest eventually. You can't depend on a vision like you can your own body. I've fought and won against vision bearers before. The power they have was given to them by the gods. I don't envy it.
See, this is a good guy to have in the competition.
Huh? You mean you didn't sign up to try and get your hands on that masterless vision?
No, I didn't. I only wanted to pit myself against other fighters and see who was the strongest. Only in defeat can you understand your weaknesses and learn from them. So I'm pleased with today's outcome. I don't often have the pleasure of experiencing defeat.
Wow! Now that's true strength talking.
If you have the chance in the future, please come and spar with me again. I will be stronger next time.
Okay.
By the way, do you know who else made it into the finals? Is it gonna be someone even than you.
I think that goes without saying, Paimon. You do know how competitions work, right?
Whether they'll be as tough as me, I don't know. But what I have heard is that they're extremely quick. So don't get too cocky.
Is it Koopa the Quick? Can't believe.
Maybe we should ask around, see what we can find out about our opponent in the final round.
I can't believe I told her I needed. Can't believe I told her I needed to wait, and she just threw me into the contest. Like, who does that to a person? Hello, Beto. Kazuha. I told you I'm getting butterflies. Is it Uncle Yoon? Is it Uncle Yoon? Is this the guy I have to battle?
I watched your match. What a stunning performance.
Oh.
I myself was eliminated in the 3rd round.
Shocker.
Shame. If only I could have advanced one more round.
Maybe
I could advance one more round in competition. The lyrics don't really fit.
Why, yes. He's the same one who defeated me. He is a formidable opponent, quick on his feet and swift to take advantage of his opponent's missteps.
Well, I don't have to worry about that. I'm a five-middable opponent.
I faltered for but a brief moment, but before I knew it, he had me on the floor. Given my stature, I have no fear of squaring off with physically strong opponents. But faced with a nimble, agile opponent such as him, I found myself completely out of my league.
I think the Traveler is gonna be fine.
Still, I'm sure
5 out of 10.
for you.
Ouch. Why are you laughing at me, Uncle Yoon? Why you laugh? Ice. Ice. Hello.
Hey there. Well, where did the other guy go?
He tried to use force dispersal to deflect a punch, but instead he took it straight to the nose. There was blood all over the place.
Oh, man. Oh, that's rough.
His opponent was pretty freaked out by it. He kept asking him, "Why didn't you dodge?" But he was pretty much out cold by that point and couldn't reply.
I just... Eggsy, I think you've tried to join before. Guy just punches him, which just blasts him in the face, turns his nose inside out. Why didn't you dodge? Man's dying on the floor.
Why don't you dodge, they ask. Because to not dodge is the very essence of Lingshan clan kung fu. It's just that he hadn't quite mastered it yet.
How did your match go?
Don't even get me started. I spent all my energy helping him get from here to the boat to take him back to the harbor. But by the time I got back, my scheduled match time had already passed and I had to forfeit.
Pretty sure they like to raid resources. See, that's part of what I've heard with the random joins like that. That it's people just showing up to steal supplies and resources, and it's like, nah, I don't think so.
I don't dare tell my master about this, otherwise I'd never hear the end of it. Sorry, I shouldn't be complaining in front of you like this. I'm afraid I'm still a bit out of sorts at the moment, so I probably won't be able to help you with whatever you were here to ask me about.
Oh, all right then. Hope your buddy makes a swift recovery. Hang in there.
Thanks, I'll do my best.
I just got punched square in the nose.
We still haven't got any useful information yet. Maybe we can go talk to Beto. Surely she's gotta know something.
You gave an outstanding performance. Truly commendable.
Now that's more like it. Thank you.
I could sense that you're not familiar with bouts of this kind. And it could have cost you the match.
Keyword could have.
But you were quick to adapt and managed to claim victory over your opponent.
You're very
That is
observant.
in fact, I discerned
Sorry,
this
didn't
not
mean
from
to
what I saw, but
cut
what
you
I
off.
heard. The ground beneath your feet and the pattern of your breathing. But it is nothing remarkable, for I discerned nothing more than
Could be
Captain
worse. You
Vader
could
did.
join the world and start hiding in the walls, the mountains, and the floors. Just whispering strange things like, "Hey, you want to buy a Sprite cranberry?" Or Snapple. We got Snapple too. You're good at breaking into areas you shouldn't be in. Does that have something to do with the fact that areas that you should be in don't generally need broken into?
He's right. But in my case, I was purely relying on previous experience. I guess not using your elemental powers must be quite new for you, huh?
It sure is.
We wanted to ask about who our opponent will be in the final round. Do you think they'll be stronger than the one we faced in the semifinals?
Not exactly. Contenders that reach the finals aren't necessarily stronger. They tend to have something unique about their style. As for the guy you'll be facing, his skill lies in his speed, and he has superior form. It's also obvious that he's seen his fair share of battles.
So I just gotta wait for him to mess up. Or throw some oil on the floor.
What's the matter? Worried that you've bitten off more than you can chew this time?
It's vital that we make it to Inazuma.
If that is the case, then I have a proposal for you. Let's go somewhere a little quieter, shall we?
Kazuha's gonna propose to us? Found this cave a while back in the day where if you climbed into the corner of it, you could climb on top of the cave. Watch the world load and unload around you. Great way to explore other closed off areas. That is awesome. I found a cave once on accident that had a bottomless pit in it that was just an area that the wall didn't get placed over top of. It was fun. Terrifying. Also had me worried about getting soft locked.
I haven't properly introduced myself yet. In the land of Inazuma, I was a wandering samurai.
Ah, he's from Inazuma too. Wait, does everybody from Inazuma have two names? No, the lady on the pier didn't. Because, like, Raiden Shogun, granted, the Shogun is her title, but, Karehara Kazuha.
Yeah, we could tell that from your getup. But at the same time, when you talk, you don't really sound like someone who's used to waving a sword around.
If you fall into void, you'll just void out, albeit it takes a while.
It is true that I am versed
The void
both
scares
in
me.
literary and martial traditions. But on the straggling path of a wandering samurai, is there harm in acquiring a surplus skill? I do not mean to flaunt my martial prowess, but I myself have witnessed reputable fighters hailing from across the lands. I do possess some knowledge regarding your opponent's particular skill set. Given your talents, a few hints from me will be all that's necessary to bring your opponent down.
The deserts of Sumeru get close to the void.
Hang on. Don't you think you're bending the rules a bit there?
Now Beto wants to get involved.
Gathering intelligence is an essential part of any duel. You must know your enemy. Besides, our favorite here has fought many battles on their journey from Mondstadt. Such impressive feats require more than just bravery alone.
So he wanted to propose to me, and he thinks my feet are impressive. Nice.
You betcha! Wait a second. We never told you that we've been to Mondstadt.
Pretty sure he was listening and or knows about us, so how would we be an honorary Knight of Favonius if we hadn't been to Mondstadt?
Does one not leave a trail when traveling through the wild? In return, nature also leaves its traces upon you.
Are you saying I smell funny?
However, there is only so much that can be discerned from these traces. I sense that many things about you elude me still.
Hey, there's butterflies
These
I
are
can
the
get.
things I am curious to know about. Come with me. Some post-match entertainment is in order.
I'm concerned for my safety. Where did he go? Where did he go? What? Do you not realize I can't teleport back here? You remember a skip that you found that might aid me, although the entrance you used has been patched out, so take it with a grain of salt. What does it skip? Because if it skips anything important or content-wise, I don't think, even if it works still, I don't think I want to skip that kind of stuff. And there's a possibility that by teleporting here, I may have already... Climb between two walls in the chasm. You can drop inside the map and glide down to the center of the chasm and warp to a weird area. Okay.
Now that we're alone,
Interesting.
let me cut to the heart of the matter.
His proposal on a beach with this nice tree in the background and emergency food. I mean, it couldn't be better. It simply could not be better. I don't know that I'm ready for this, Kazuha.
You are skilled in manipulating the elements, and not just a single element, but multiple. Is that correct?
This is all so sudden, Kazuha. No wonder you didn't bring this up at the arena.
Paimon knew that you were hinting at something from the moment we met. You've known all along.
That's right. If the other contenders were to catch wind of your elemental abilities,
Haha, wind.
just say, it would cause some unwanted misunderstandings. If I'm not mistaken, you share these considerations, given your reluctance to use elemental skills even in the heat of a match.
Yes, but how did you know?
When I talk about that which I see or hear in you, this is not poetic symbolism at play. I mean these things in the truest sense possible. Since a young age, I have been attuned to the tidings of nature. I hear the breath of the wind and the whispers of the leaves.
Can you hear the breath of the wild?
It is things of this nature that I also hear from within you. Nothing more.
Assistance, am I right?
As crazy as all that sounds, somehow Paimon still believes you.
My humble abilities are negligible compared to your incredible feats.
There you go, talking about my feet again.
To think a human could wield the elements without a vision.
I don't know that I'm technically a human. He feels the tears of the kingdom and the link between worlds. Wow. Wasn't that the other guy? Wait, during the Springtime Charms event, was it Zhao that like actually linked us between worlds? Because he's definitely got that.
And not to mention your incredibly
You
complex
have no
feat,
idea.
like that of some mysterious being.
That's one way to ensure that I'm not wrong. If there's no one to prove me wrong, I can't be wrong, right? It was one of the Adepti that didn't really like us, but we convinced him to like us. So I think it was him, from the Wangshu Inn. He acts like he doesn't like us, but it's just it's a front.
Hey, stop evaluating us based on our smell. It's weird.
Thank you for saying something, Paimon. Also, he was talking about my feet earlier, so maybe that's the problem.
Could you perchance enlighten me as to how you managed to obtain your combined elemental abilities?
I'm afraid I don't know either. All I did was touch a statue of the Seven, and the Seven gave it to me. So technically, I guess I sort of do kind of have a vision, because it was given to me by the statue, which is a statue of the gods, and therefore the god gave me the stuff.
Extraordinary.
Yes.
So then, might I be so bold as to inquire how exactly it is that you learn to channel elemental energy and even wield it in combat?
It's that thing up there. Emergency food. Companionship. Look at me being all nice to Paimon.
Aw, it's nothing really. Paimon just told her whatever came to mind.
Paimon is emergency food.
It's been a long journey, and many things have happened along the way. Somehow, she just naturally learned to use the elements through it all. Honestly, even Paimon doesn't understand how it all works.
No, wait, that's not the lyrics.
Perhaps such unfathomable things are the essence of the gods and the visions they grant.
Unfathomable.
However, I still wish to have the honor of seeing how you wield the elements. Perhaps it may yet reveal something to me. Of course, I too shall share with you all that I've learned. That will make it a fair exchange.
Finally, a real battle.
Now then, let's test your skills, shall we?
We might have a problem because he's Animo attuned and we are currently Geo, I believe. And I don't really know how to use the Geo skills. All right, let's go. I win. I'm winning. I'm winning. I'm winning. Oh, what?
Show no mercy.
Dance with the waves.
Stand with me.
Oh yeah, superconduct. That's a thing too. Oh yeah, let's go fight these elemental guys. Dodging. Yeah, let's get some Dendro going on over here. Ooh, Hyper Bloom. That's also a thing.
You two.
You own that Electro Slime as a plush? That's awesome.
All eyes on me. Coming through. Dissipate. Out of my way.
Ouch. Ouch. I made the beach shocky. You got the Dendro as well. You're working on the Animo next. Nice, nice. That does seem like the kind of thing to build up a collection of. I'm supposed to have back during the Springtime Charms event, there was a rattan figure that one of the characters made to absorb negative energy during some of the activities, and you actually ended up getting to escort it around in game. It functioned basically like one of the gadgets, but it didn't linger after the event, and it was sad because it was cute and it was fun. And I've been in the feedback begging the begging Horioverse to implement it as a ongoing gadget, so we can have our friend, our little adorable rattan doll of Hu Tao. But they actually made it as a plush, and it's only available in China. because they don't have an international store, and I don't trust Taobao. So I found a third-party site that I overpaid for, but had good reviews to get it, and it should be here sometime, hopefully. But it's super cute, and it's only like I don't know, 15.3 centimeters tall. But yeah, it's fun. And definitely worth it. 100% worth it.
Your skills in battle are truly beyond reproach. Even with your opponent's speed, he shouldn't be able to overwhelm you.
But I can't use my elemental stuff.
Your opponent is skilled at controlling his breathing and maintaining balance, which enables him to execute moves that many would find impossible. He relies entirely on the element of surprise to defeat his opponents.
Element? I can use elements? If he's using elements.
In other words, as long as you remain mindful of his ability to detect weak points, then his attacks should pose no threat to you.
My entire gameplay strategy is a weak point.
Please, save your thanks. If anything, I should be thanking you for the opportunity to witness your command of the elements that defies all known principles.
I mean, what you just witnessed was 4 different people using 4 different elements. It really wasn't me doing anything.
The world is a truly mysterious place, it seems, and one will always encounter that which is still unknown.
You seem kind of obsessed with visions, but don't you already have your own? Why are you so intent on exploring the connection between visions and the elements?
I mean, the visions are elemental.
I desire to know what meaning visions have to the gods. And what influences the gods' decision to grant humans these visions? My apologies. You must be completely in the dark regarding such matters.
Kinda.
For allowing me the honor of witnessing your mystical ways, I am willing to answer any questions you may have regarding Inazuma.
I am indeed in the dark, so please enlighten me.
So that's what you're curious about? Then allow me to tell you more. As you well know, a vision hunt decree is currently underway in Inazuma. Visions are a gift bestowed by the divine. People that have accepted this gift are now having their visions confiscated inexplicably, sometimes in circumstances that leave their original recipients dead. In the outset, supposing each of the 7 archons had their criteria for granting visions to living beings, then does the current Electro Archon now doubt these criteria, or even the act in and of itself? Not to mention, with no new Electrovisions having been granted for such a long time, it would seem that we can infer something of the Raiden Shogun's feelings on the matter.
She sounds less like an Archon and more like a tyrant.
Tyrant Shogun? No, Raiden Tyrant.
As far as I know, she is an Archon that pursues eternity. She will relentlessly carry out her will with no regard to what others may think or feel. Liyue's contracts are meant to benefit all who reside within Liyue. But what does Inazuma's pursuit of eternity bring to its people? It goes without saying that the people locked within Inazuma do not fare well these days.
Sounds a lot like something the god you encountered in the beginning would do.
Ooh, did Raiden steal our brother? Raiden Shogun used to be so difficult, they nerfed it many, many times. You know, she definitely had a lot of, I remember seeing a lot of talk about her. I don't know about her fight in general, or her as a player character, or what, but yeah, it definitely was kind of a benchmark, I guess, as far as skill. So I guess it's a good thing I've waited this long to finally progress to that part of the story. Nerf this! Oh, sorry, completely different line of videos.
Oh? Have you encountered the Electro Archon before?
I'm not sure.
With time, we will change. But the Shogun will remain the same.
Unless she's too difficult to fight, and then, as Deadlock mentioned, they will change the Shogun too. Used to require lightning-fast reflexes, and in your case, incredibly cheeky tactic speed. Hey, sometimes that's part of the fun.
If you wish to find her, she will forever be there.
For eternity. We've been over
There will
this.
come a day when I too shall wish to understand the answers to eternity from her.
Ooh, squinty.
Ah, the time for your match is approaching.
Already?
Oh, right! We got so distracted talking about Inazuma that Paimon forgot all about the tournament!
If you have no other matters to attend to, then we can return together.
Oh, I would love that, because then I don't have to try and teleport myself to a place that has no teleport. Overhealing plus Barbara, whose attacks are really weak, and warp onto whatever she's fighting. Hey, I mean, homing attacks, that's pretty slick. You can just stay out of range, or whatever range might potentially be, of the Shogun's attacks. Let's go together.
Very well. Let's go. I wish to see who will obtain the vision.
Well, I'm not gonna get the vision because I don't want the vision, right? We gotta finish this battle and probably wrap up after that, because I gotta water the grass seed again before turn in for tonight. Uncle Yoon.
Seeing this tournament has taught me that no matter how good I think I might be, there will always be someone better out there.
Well,
but anyway, good luck to you out there. I'll be rooting for you.
I'm glad you learned something, Uncle Yoon. Little D. Where is this Mr. Pompous? No, this is the guy that actually fought well. This is Mr. Pompous. Nope, that's what? Oh no, I stepped into the ring.
Why isn't he here yet? Never mind. We can start by making your entrance first.
All right, start the music. I'm John Cena. That's what you did. Her range, DPS, and projectile speed is overwhelming. Nice.
Everyone, listen up. Your attention, please. We've reached the climax of the Crux Clash. This is the final match. We've seen many exciting battles today, and now at long last, the two finalists have emerged.
They have? Only looks like one finalist to me.
Now, I'd like to introduce our first combatant. Though few have seen her, her reputation knows no bounds. She strikes fear into the heart of Osile, and the mere mention of her name causes even Fatui Harbingers to turn pale in the face. Introducing Liyue's Traveling Hero!
What did I do? I pushed the wrong button. There we go. That's adorable.
Wow!
I've been waiting for this moment.
I'm sure everyone witnessed her thrilling match in the semifinals. But today's final round will surely take things up a notch.
It almost looks like the flower goes all the way through her head.
As for our other combatant, he still hasn't arrived.
Chickened out.
Oh, come on, what could be taking him so long? You can't just forfeit for not showing up like in previous rounds. This is the finals. Apologies, everyone just sit tight.
Maybe they're too intimidated to show up for the finals? Nah, I'm not gonna be like that first guy we fought.
We've got no other choice. If he doesn't show up, we'll just have to postpone the match.
Wait a moment. Something doesn't seem right about this. Captain Beto, perhaps we should check on the prize.
Oh.
Traveler, come with us.
Did he know he was gonna lose? Why am I the one that has to check it?
Let me see. It's gone all right. The vision is missing.
He stole it.
Huh? Did somebody steal it? Who would dare do such a thing in broad daylight?
We don't know when it was taken exactly. I never thought that someone here would have the guts to cross Captain Beto.
Beto's gonna kill somebody. She's gonna actually kill somebody.
No need to worry. Even the craftiest sleight of hand does not escape nature's watchful gaze.
Mr. Animo's gonna track him.
The culprit has only acted recently.
Ooh, we should
It
use
will not have gotten far.
our elemental sight.
The vision was the prize that I had offered, and it was my responsibility to look after it. I will be certain to get it back.
Well, if you insist, I'll leave the matter to you then. I'll stay here and try to offer some explanation to all the spectators that came to see the match.
If you would, please come with me.
My opponent was a no-show anyway.
But we're on an island. Where could he have possibly run to?
Come with me. I can sense the winds are coming.
Follow the wind. You mean that one? Oh, look at that! Sure enough.
Huh? A wind current?
The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance. Ride the winds upward. From there, we can continue our search for clues.
By the way, what made you suddenly think of checking the prize in the first place?
I heard it the moment it was stolen.
Well, then why didn't you stop him?
You'll see shortly.
Oh. Oh, that's not all you had. I forget, these guys are annoying.
Our bond is strong. Here.
Get to work! Suffer the wrath of Eatsley! Alright, it's my turn.
Can't run from death.
Get destroyed, whatever you are. Sorry, we'll deal with the
Every little bit counts.
we'll deal with the hunt for the vision here in a second. I gotta collect my prize for beating up the guy that was in my way. Oh look, it's a churro? Investigate.
The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Before I jump in before I jump
Follow me.
before I jump in the current.
There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
I'm not well prepared. I'm quite the opposite of well prepared. Oh, that was so close.
They're here! Get them!
Treasure hoarders, just as I expected. In which case, please stand back.
With all my strength. Our bond is strong.
The hunter.
Lolene, he's Papa! Get him!
What, no drops from you guys? I wanted some treasure hoarder insignias. I found it. That's not what I wanted to do. What a waste of my attack. Out here fighting a butterfly in the water.
You caught up with me? How is that possible?
'Cause you're lame.
I had even prepared a boat to ensure a quick getaway, and still you caught up to me.
The winds were on our side. Now give it back.
No boat could ever match the speed of the wind.
The wind? What are you talking about? Oh, I get it. Your vision. Drat! If I only had a vision. Or if I could activate this one, then you'd never be able to catch me.
You don't have a
This
chance.
has nothing to do with visions. You may be skilled at vanishing from a crowd, but it seems you know precious little about how to conceal yourself from nature's gaze. Additionally, your chosen escape route was flawed for reasons that are too numerous to go into. And on top of that, I could hear your boasting and proud laughter in the wind as I was pursuing you. In other words, you failed to meet any of the basic criteria for a grand heist, namely speed, stealth, and style.
You...
Me.
But most disappointing of all is the state of the vision in your hand. It appears that the vision doesn't respond to human desire indiscriminately.
Fine, fine. I admit it. I've had my eyes on this vision for quite some time now. I decided to register after hearing that this fighting contest was full of a bunch of lousy fighters. I fought my way to the finals and...
Got cowardly.
Aha! So you were supposed to be our opponent.
I'd intended to win the contest through skill alone all along. But then you showed up.
Drat. I would have gotten away with it if it weren't for you meddling kids. And that...
After watching the semifinals, I knew that I didn't stand a chance. But I wasn't about to give up on the vision so easily after coming all this way. Since there was no use in trying to face you in the match, I decided to put my skills to good use while everyone's attention was on you and Beto. I was convinced I prepared thoroughly for my escape, but somehow you still managed to catch up to me.
Hand over the vision.
After all I went through to get it? I think not.
There'll be consequences if you resist any further.
I know an empty threat when I hear one.
If you give up the vision, we'll let you go.
Fine. But you'd better mean it. It didn't activate once I took it anyway. It's nothing but a useless shell to me.
You know, according to the laws of the sea, the penalty for stealing is breaking the culprit's arms.
Huh? You're not serious, are you?
Not to mention that the item you stole was a prize. You didn't show up for the final match, and you damaged the reputation of the captain of the Crux fleet. It seems that it would be only fair to brand the word thief on your forehead with a hot iron.
Yes.
Whoa, whoa! We don't need to go that far, do we?
Look at the traveler. She looks legitimately shocked. Paimon's just like, eh.
I never would have guessed you could be so cruel.
Yeah, it's only the law of the sea.
If this is where talking gets me, then forget it.
He's not a
I'll
pyro.
risk a fight.
Ooh. Gonna fight the flyer. See, he may not be a pyro, but he saw what we did with all the other elements, so I'm sure he's counting on us for backup. I'm gonna beat you up, and I'm gonna win this thing fair and square, because that's what I do.
Just a temporary...
Go ahead and get that brand ready. I'll fire up the fire.
No, no. Do what you want, but please, don't brand my forehead, please.
Yes.
He has persevered to the bitter end, and now death looms near. Yet still the gods do not bestow their favor upon him.
So he was just trying to force it to activate.
Put down the vision and leave. I've changed my mind. No further punishment for you.
Huh?
What's wrong? Are you asking for more punishment? It's up to you. Such willingness is commendable and fits the way of the samurai.
No need for that. Thank you for releasing me. You truly are generous.
Treasure hoarder leaves in a frenzy.
Huh? Paimon doesn't get it. Were you just trying to scare him?
I take no pleasure in frightening others. I was just testing all possibilities while the vision remained in his hands.
There's a box up.
When people are forced into a corner, that is when their greatest strength will appear. I thought it may be an opportunity for him to awaken the vision. But unfortunately, nothing happened.
So you were planning this all along?
Yes. I wanted to know whether it were possible for an extinguished vision to be reawakened. From the moment he stole the vision, I decided to use him for this experiment.
Which is precisely why he didn't say anything when he witnessed it being stolen, or sensed it being stolen.
I've tried many other methods in the past, though few tales tell of a masterless vision reawakening. After seeing you command multiple elements, I figured that nothing is impossible. Come, why don't you give it a try? Let's see if you can give me the answer I'm hoping for.
You know what? Sure, why not?
The vision didn't seem to respond at all.
I haven't even touched it.
I see. So you are also unable to rekindle the vision.
Well, that's seriously anticlimactic. I thought I was going to be the one.
No matter. This was expected. I suppose this vision is still mine to take for now.
Why are you so attached to this vision?
Yeah, what's the story behind this vision anyway?
The story begins with an old friend.
Flashback.
He was once a good friend of mine. One day he asked me about a sword art of which he had heard, the Musono Hitotachi. I told him it can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered. It is the pinnacle of the Raiden Shogun's skill, a symbol of ultimate power. But he replied, there must be one who can withstand it. There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow. Then, the Vision Hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations were stripped away as the Raiden Shogun began to construct her ideal of eternity. While I was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my friend had challenged the Vision Hunters to a duel before the throne. A solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated face divine punishment, while the victors gain a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand. Coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly desired, after all.
Musono Hitotachi.
When I arrived at Tenchukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness. In his last moments, what expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I had stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god.
Interesting.
Perhaps one day I may come to find that all I have done is meaningless. But as a wandering samurai, I find meaning in traveling and the sprawling beauty of nature that lies along the way, while still retaining the warrior way in my heart.
Kazuha!
It's just another way of saying I do as I please. All right then, it's time we returned.
If you need to talk more, I'm here to listen.
Do not let my feelings trouble you. But thank you.
Yay. Follow the wind. There's no wind for me to follow, but there is... How did I get over here? There is a waypoint. There's like 0 chance that I can climb up there. We might be able to.
Return to the skies!
So, we are probably going to unlock this waypoint here and then wrap up. It's just a place that we either haven't been to before or don't get to very frequent. No, 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 what have you done? Very often. And so with a... Oh, that's got to be hard on the ankles. With a teleport waypoint. Hey, look, a box. I'll take this one.
Is it too much to carry? Here, let me help.
I really should get that one too, because otherwise I'm going to forget about it, but probably just going to forget about it. I'm going to get up here, and there's going to be a big monster up here that wants to fight me. This just feels like big monster fight area. And actually, it doesn't appear to be that bad. There's a little spring-looking area here. Oh, with a place I can stand in. Yay! Don't know what that does. Obviously, doesn't do much. At least not yet. You know what it does? It just kind of glows for me. I'm guessing I have to have a particular person or a particular elemental, maybe. Apparently I got 500 gold from something. That was weird. Anyway. Need to put a geo rock in the center of it. That makes sense.
I'm tired already.
Yay! A teleport waypoint. Your own, not all of them have one. Gotcha. Gotcha. You're talking the Traveler's, the geo thing. Where you can make the rocks that let you climb up stuff. That's my elemental archer setup. Let's go here, I guess. Hirara, we need to swap you out for a minute. I am currently Animo attuned, so that's not going to work anyway.
Here's to a life where the drinks keep flowing and the Mora keeps rolling.
I don't remember what I reattuned myself for, but it was, I'm sure it was some event. I'm going the wrong way. Oh, that's the harbor. Okay, so we'll just go here again. We'll go talk to Beidou, kind of wrap up this story-ish thing, and then we'll wrap up for the day. Board the galleon. The one I was looking at, or the one that I'm supposed to be finding? Because I think they're in 2 different locations, unless that's for a different activity. Hey, look, a crab. Oh, I missed it. Berries. I found my berries. And a butterfly. 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 We'll pretend like I didn't just scare away the butterfly. You wouldn't know. Because there's... Over here, there's like Beto's ship that lives during the normal activities and things. And then there's the ship that was over here that we swam out to that looked very similar. Oh, that's the place with the 4 guards. I see. I see what you're trying to do to me. We'll get there eventually.
Huh?
Probably not on this episode, but eventually.
Maybe she went back to her ship.
If you're looking for the captain, she was summoned by Lady Ningguang.
Ooh, Lady Ningguang.
It seems that the Crux clash got out of hand this time and has attracted her attention.
Got out of hand?
Captain Beto was muttering something about Ningguang being a stick in the mud as she headed off to Liyue Harbor.
Still like this flower.
It's not unusual for those two to be at odds with one another.
Not the ship. I passed the island ruins with 4 ruin guards. Gotcha. That would be the stuff the other direction when I teleported to that place and ran away. Or were you talking the place before I teleported back off in the corner? There was kind of some ruiny sort of things over there.
But still, Captain Beto was disappointed she didn't get to witness the crowning of the new champion. She had been looking forward to it for quite some time.
The one who stole the vision was originally to be this hero's opponent in the final round.
And I beat him up.
He knew he stood no chance of winning the match, thus the wicked idea of stealing the prize took hold in his mind. In which case, the Crux clash comes to a clear-cut conclusion.
Huh? So that's what happened?
Yep.
If that's the case, then the rules stipulate that he is disqualified, and our hero here is the champion.
Yay, I win. You don't know it's in these islands somewhere. You'd have to look to remember. It's all good.
Paimon thought we'd win and all, but not like this.
It doesn't matter. As the saying goes, honor given is honor deserved. Now, let me go prepare the champion's medal to award you.
She's so excited. Does this mean we can go to Inazuma now?
Yes, I believe so. Though Captain Beto is no longer present here, I'll be sure she receives word of it. She is a woman of her word. But the voyage to Inazuma is a treacherous one. You will be plagued by a perpetual tempest the entire trip.
Is it the Tempest Simia?
In fact, the
or is it the
relentless
Great
rain
Tempest
and wind are
Alliance?
also an embodiment of the Raiden Shogun's will to close the nation.
Because those are 2 entirely different series that those are references from.
Hold on a second. You're saying she can change the weather just with the power of her mind?
Probably the power of her vision.
Let us not forget that this is one of the 7 Archons. If Liyue's Morax could form Guyun's stone forest by casting down his stone spears, then it should come as no great surprise that the Raiden Shogun is capable of summoning an eternal tempest.
Once you go to Inazuma, you can't leave or enter Inazuma. I'm a little confused, but I think I'm getting it. You can't, basically you have to complete the Inazuma stuff once you go there. You can't go and do other non-Inazuma things. Is that what I'm gathering from that? Initially. That's not terrible. Wait, does that make it... Hey, look, the stars. Does that make it so I can't do, like, daily quests and stuff, too?
Suffice it to say that if you wish to journey to Inazuma, the Alcor will need some time. You will be notified once all the preparations have been made. In the meantime, I intend to embark on a journey of my own. I will travel all across the vast lands of Liyue in the hope of finding a way to reawaken the vision.
So, Kazuha doesn't go with us.
Paimon believes you'll find a way for sure.
Thank you. May both our journeys prove meaningful.
Hey, my flower is glowing.
One final word of warning. The part of your journey that lies after the storm may well prove to be the most arduous.
Hey, it sounds like he warns everybody that it's going to be basically impossible to complete the quest after that, so I don't know what people were complaining about. Nice. Adventure rank 35. I got the medal! Ask Catherine for information on going to Inazuma. Adventure rank Ascension 2. Ah, I'm scared. Everything's making noises. Okay, are the noises done? Let's, one of these buttons, this button. Let's get this. Chapter 2, Act 1. Okay. I think before we do that, it's been a while since you struck an agreement with Beto to go to Inazuma together. You decide to check on how things are progressing. Okay. So, I don't want to do that. Of course, we're going to go ahead and wrap up here pretty quick for today. But I think what we're going to work on is some of this kind of intermittent or in between intercessionary. One of those words probably means what I'm trying to get across. These interlude. It's like the word was right there. Some of these interlude things, as well as some of the other quests. We got this one just showed up. Sacrifice demanded by magic as consolation. I think some of this stuff we can work on before we move into Chapter 2 of Act 1. I think. We'll look into it a little closer. There are still... really the whole goal of what we're doing right now. Of course, we're working towards unlocking Hu Tao, as I mentioned. But her story quest requires adventure rank 40, so we're also working for that as well. Am I not excited for Inazuma? I honestly not necessarily any more excited than I was for anywhere else, I guess. I want to I want to progress that because it's part of the main story, but I also don't think we're necessarily ready for that either quite yet. Because we're not terribly strong, and there's some other things that we could be doing, some of the boss battles and things. And so that's kind of some of the stuff that we're working on. It's not great, but it is locked away behind quests. Is that the story quest, or is that the Inazuma stuff? Because I suppose either way, the story quest. Gotcha. I think I've completed everything other than just getting to the adventure rank to unlock that, but it may be some of like the other stuff. Let me see. Like some of these say like we've got these other quests here too, and that's probably mostly what you're talking about. But this is just adventure rank 40. The biggest thing is there's a lot more information from what I've heard about Hu Tao and her story, and that was part of the reason for that. Then after Inazuma, we visit the jungles of Sumeru. You want to visit your favorite place? Rock on. I think, let's see, have I been... I'll pull up the map here and then we'll go ahead and outro. I want to say I've been to Sumeru just briefly. Maybe not. Because this is the place. Why am I drawing a blank? I don't know. Liyue Harbor. Oh, Samara. Yeah. Oh, you got the ad. So we have been there. These satellite dishes. We had to go there for, yeah, I guess we'll briefly talk about that in a minute here. All these teleport zones up here. So the one place in Inazuma that you like a lot, it's called Inka Noimia. You visit after clearing Inazuma. Well, we will try to check it out. Might need a reminder when it gets closer to that time, but we will definitely see what we can do to pop in and check everything out on that. So, but yeah, so we have visited Sumeru briefly as part of our other quests. We had some stuff that we had to chase down a book here, I believe, if I remember right. So we've technically been there. It is a pretty neat place, from what I remember. And this is the other place that I'm drawing a blank on. This is where Mualani's from. That's the words. So yeah, but that is bottom left is the volcano. On into this area here. That's the new area they added. Sweet. That would explain why this is just kind of cut off there. Because with the other events that and why these are unlocked already. You can teleport there. Because which weird thing, I haven't found that one. Unless that's a new one. Could be. I would have expected to had this unlocked during the other activities here. Teleport and take a look from a distance. I'm gonna leave you on a cliffhanger on that one, I think. Unless we're on like a short let me check our events. Limited time area exploration reward. 48 days on that one, so we got time to get there. So, because I really gotta get rolling, get stuff done before going to bed for tonight. But we will check that out maybe next time, and maybe we'll try something on that timed event as well with the volcano. So, for those of you watching after the stream, I do want to remind you that we stream these videos live at twitch.tv/unexpectedlyrandom. We are here Monday through Saturday at roughly 7 p.m. Central Time, at least when we're on time, but it's sometime in the evening, Monday through Saturday. Make sure you follow us on Twitch to join the chaos.
I've read almost every novel.
I have to make sure that you're there.
Pretty normal, right?
I'll wait until you arrive to zoom over there. So, those of you watching over there on YouTube, make sure you check out our twitch.tv/unexpectedlyrandom. Drop a follow, and we'll send you a notification when we go live. And while you're over there, don't forget to check out the streaming schedule for the current lineup. We also have a Facebook and Instagram. Those are the best places to stay up to date with any changes that may occur pertaining to the streaming schedule. And we have a TikTok and the social media platform formerly known as Twitter if you want to check us out over there. Otherwise, if you're enjoying the content there on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps out the channel a lot, and it lets us know what content you guys are enjoying. That's everything for this episode of Genshin Impact. Hope you guys had a wonderful time today. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you
Here's to a
in the
life
next one.
where the drinks keep flowing and the Mora keeps rolling.
Until then, stay random.